Good evening, folks. Welcome to another Saturday Live with me, Fox Outdoors, aka Cliff. Hope everyone is well. StreamYard looks like updated a bit of things. I'm not going to bother wasting my time reading any of this. I'm just going to go and hopefully everything works the way it's supposed to. How do you do, Rob? You do, Rob. How duty do you do? I got my first two in, Mr. Rob on the road. Good old UK, and then I got myself Mr. Jason, aka Pest Hunter Outdoors, and Miss Molly, Pest Hunter's Best Catch. Evening, folks. How's everyone doing today? Get myself readjusted. I'm gonna have to go shoot a dove here in a minute because this thing won't shut up, and I can't quite pinpoint where it's at in the tree because of where the sun is at. So it's kind of annoying me. Thing's been squawking for like the last 40 minutes, driving me insane. It's either in my neighbor's tree or across the street on the power line. Yeah, I don't know. I think drive a little bit. We've got a lively one this week. Hopefully, we can stay on track, assuming I don't get derailed by certain persons. Because, I would like to actually manifest, my live the way my live is supposed to be manifested instead of manifesting it the way other people want it to be manifested. So, all of that out of the way. Try to get all of this out of the way. Keep running this stuff over. All right. All right. You go there. You stay there. Stay locked over there. I'm missing something. It's over here. So grabbed me a couple of things today before I came home from work. Went to both Red Box, Blue Box store. I was looking for some citrus trees or see what they got for fruit trees this season. As of yet, they don't have any of the bare root trees, which are usually about $25. I say bare root because they're not really. Sorry, they're not really in planters or garden pots or nursery pots. They're just usually in bags full of sawdust and water, or moist sawdust and shavings and all of that, and then they're just kind of in there. I kind of prefer to get a lot of my trees that way. Gives them a slightly bit faster time to get used to the soil composition that you put them in. And they also tend to grow stronger root systems, in my opinion, than the ones that already come pre-grown in those starter pots or nursery pots. I feel like those nursery pots, they crowd them in there, and you essentially get a plant that's root bound no matter what you do. Because they'll leave those things in there for like 2 years, 2, 3 years sometimes, and then they decide to sell them. So there's always that. Drives me nuts kind of when they do that, but it is what it is. Can't complain because I'm not the one wasting my time growing everything. Hey, Ground Fog, how's it going? That is awesome, Jason. That is awesome. Hopefully you'll get some good bananas this year. Hopefully it's warm enough for them to actually grow properly, and you actually because that's actually the dwarf one, right? The thing only grows like what 6 or 8 feet high, or 10 feet. Oh, and by the way, as of I believe yesterday, I think it still might be the same today. Let me double check this here real quick. Yes. I'm going to do this because, oops, that's the wrong button. I was actually super happy about this. So I did take a picture of this yesterday because I wanted to showcase this right here. I've been waiting for this for almost like a month now. Hopefully that shows up on there, but oh yeah, it shows up as good as it can. But I am at 666 subs And it was really funny because my watch hours was at 66.6 hours too. And if you guys do not believe me, like I said, I did take a picture of this because I knew this was going to be hilarious. It's grainy as all Hades, and I'll try to expand as best I can. So, obviously, there's my sub count, and I'm not modifying or altering this, so we'll go wrong way, and there is my views. So go across there. That is my watch time hours at 66.6. Just for the week or whatnot, but so 66.6 hours of watch time in the last 28 days and 666 subs. I thought that was kind of coincidental, so I had to snap a picture and show everyone just to prove that it happened. So cheers for me. I've been waiting for that 666. Now I can draw some pentagrams on my desk and whatnot, and maybe see if I can't summon some mystic tree juju and get some good harvests this year. I got an extra 10 hours of watch time just in that, or extra hour of watch time since yesterday, which is awesome. Just thought I would share that with everyone because I thought it was kind of cool, and I don't really know how to put that on my... Ooh, what the hell is this content detection? Yeah, I see. So YouTube's added some extra stuff on here. I believe Jason was mentioning it earlier about they changed a couple of the parameters now for monetization. It is now not just watch hours, it is valid public watch hours for monetization. I thought they changed other things too, and then I scrolled down and I was like, nope, for full on that one, it's still an astronomical amount. Or at least for shorts. 3 million for partial monetization, but for full monetization, it's still 10 mil on the shorts, which is ridiculous. How people can get 10 million views on shorts. It's insanity. I ain't got nothing to showcase, show off, or use to lure in more views. Let's see, when did I plant that? That was March 5th. It's already been 13 days. Sorry, 18 days. 23 days. Good Lord, my math is dead right now. It's been 23 days since I did the rosemary planting, and that thing is still struggling. Hey, Grace, how's it going? Good to see you. If you scroll back about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, you'll see a little bit of fun excitement. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for the... Oh, Jason's got to feed the rabbits. Wait, when did you guys get rabbits? Or have you had rabbits? And I'm just now remembering that you have rabbits. CR's posting random stuff again. I don't know what he's posting. Oh. He's posting Heath's thingamajigger. But yeah, so anyways, got a few things on the... I like using this word now. It's not like an unknown word. I just like using it recently because it's fun. And I feel like I'm in the court systems when I do it, but not really. Like bringing back old words that a lot of us know but never use. So this month is docket, because why the hell not? So there's that. Oh, gotcha. So you're just using them as I forgot about that. Forgot that you don't actually have rabbits. I don't know where my brain was at. Is it just the one, or have you been getting multiples? And that thing is still really obnoxious. Mosquitoes are out already. Sucker got me right in the forehead. Actually, technically, isn't this the forehead? That's kind of the aft head. I don't know. Like, hair's like crooked. Yeah, I know my hairline's weird. Either that or my camera's weird. I think my camera's all wonky. Yeah, you won't. It won't be long before you get those other ones over there. Once the first one figures out, or second one. Once the second one figures out their stuff over there, you're gonna have the rest of them over there. Me, I'm thinking about possibly getting myself a crow station, making a crow station. Oh, so they already. So okay, so then they already know that food is over there, and they're just biding their time. Damn it! Somebody did something stupid in my area again, because damn flying wee-woos are circling. Wish I had a 308 for non-related reasons. Of not related reasons for air tactical superiority or ground-to-air tactical superiority. It's just because I want a 308. I also want a 50. But those are a little expensive now, and I really wish I would have spent the $1,500 when I was younger to buy one. I could have had a stockpile of rounds by now. Whew. Rob, what'd you do? I might have to take a brief second and wash my glass. This thing's actually kind of gross. So I will be drinking a little bit heavy today. I only have one of these, so it's not going to be super, super heavy. I mean, if you want a 4570. I mean, it could also go with anti-tank, but yeah, those are like wicked expensive. Good evening, Cecilia. How's it going? To answer your question that you will soon eventually ask me, no. Although technically, yes. I consumed food at work, but that was a couple of hours ago. I'm also still kind of feeling it, to be honest. Sorry for the weird sound. I'm scraping the grunge off the bottom of my keyboard, or my mouse pad. This thing always picks up rocks and stuff over here. I don't know how. It sits on top of my desk. So I don't know how it gets dirt and rocks under it. Sinuses are all weird today. Again, thank you. Fine most of the rest of the week, and then I decided to get on my labs, and it's all. Yeah, it's gonna get harder for a lot of us to get food, because yeah, this year is starting off exactly like 2020 did, with everything going sideways and hitting us all at once. So the powers that be, some of them need to be excommunicated. But I'm not going to go into that tonight. We already all know what the problem is, and eventually it will solve itself, or it won't. Somebody else will solve it, but who cares? But that's not why we're here. We are here to talk about gardening, which we were doing to begin with. So like I said, I picked up a couple things at Home Depot and Lowe's today on the way back from work. They are still doing until April 1st. At Home Depot, they are doing sales on their mulch, which, to be honest, it's not really a sale. It really isn't. The stuff that I picked up, it wasn't the brand I normally get, but they were doing it was basically 5 for 10, so basically $2 a bag for the 1.5 cubic foot of ground mulch or mulch. Aside from that, it was either 3 for 10 for the Vigoro brown mulch that I normally get, or the 5 for 10. So I picked up the 5 for 10. I'm probably going to pick up 5 more tomorrow. Just because I didn't want to throw 10 bags in the back of my truck and then have to unload that all at once. So picked up 2 bags of manure, Cow King manure, and then I picked up 2 bags of mushroom compost. They changed the bag on the mushroom compost, which doesn't have the giant mushroom on it anymore. It's, I don't know, it's like a fungal culture of what sorts, like a little circle now. Before it was like a giant, it was just a big cluster of like mushrooms, so you knew it was mushroom compost. Picked up that. Also picked up 2 bags of worm castings. I know, probably going to get flack for that one because I know a lot of people just be like, oh, you can just make your own worm farm. Yeah, well, I'm trying to make my own worm farm. The damn birds are going to eat them. So I picked up those. I also picked up another one of my plastic handled terracotta Vigoro planters. Those 14 by 16 ones that I like. Was the last one I had at the store from what I saw. And then went to Lowe's, picked up another one of the rings, the garden rings, the Stay-Gro garden rings, similar to like the Birdie's ones. Because I figure at $79, they're like $84 with tax. I figured I'll grab a couple of those throughout the season until they start getting really expensive. Oh, you got to cover your worms there, Cecilia. At least throw some plastic on them or something. Give them a little bit of resilience to winter. So picked up a second, like I said, garden bin. Because at some point, I'm either going to have to completely rebuild all the ones I have, or I'm just going to have to start buying metal raised beds. So I figure I'll get the segmented ones, or the adjustable ones that I can make any size that I want with extra parts and whatnot here and there. And then I picked up on the way out, as well with the garden bin, picked up a bag of ironite. I was like $8, $8.95 for like a 5-pound bag of ironite, or was it 5 pounds or 3 pounds? I think it was like a 3.5-pound bag of ironite. Let me check. I could just run out to the car and get it. It said it's $7.98. You suck. I paid like $8 something for that. But yeah, it looks like it was the 3-pound. So 3 pounds of ironite for about $8. Which wasn't too bad because I need to throw some of that stuff in my plants. Worms ain't gonna stop as long as you give them food. Just throw a couple of bits of greens in there, some fruits, vegetable every now and then, and whatever scraps you have, and they'll just mosey on through. I've been tempted to start the bucket farm method. Because it's like it's like 3 or 4 buckets. You just put 1 bucket on the bottom that does not have any holes in them, and then you do like 3 buckets with holes in them, and you just like layer your grunge in there. Which I honestly don't understand how those work truly, because when you stack a 5-gallon bucket inside of another 5-gallon bucket, you only usually have like 3 inches of, maybe 4 inches of space at the bottom at best. So I honestly don't know how they manage with a 3-inch space in between 3 or 4 buckets, how they actually manage to get good worm farm compost and like worm castings out of that. It logically doesn't make no sense to me. How much was the sand, Jason? I'm assuming you just picked up like play sand or whatnot, or did you actually get like actual sand? Although, is there really a difference between the play sand and sand? And there's a Kincaid Outdoors. Kincaid Out. Oh, that's Kincaid Outdoors. My bad. Good. Looks like we're finally getting some people in here. So, like I said on Thursday, did pick up something at the store. I didn't thrift it. I paid full price for it. But truth be told, I thought the price for it. No, not Kincadia, Kincaid E Outdoors. Like, Katydids. Because the word Cade, K-A-D-E, is actually a word as well. So if you really want to, you could technically spell your name like this. I mean, you could technically, if you really wanted to get funny with the pronunciation, you could theoretically pronounce it that way. You banana ball. If it ain't hockey or baseball, I don't want to watch it. Oh no, my balloon! The heck was this? The heck receipt is this one? I don't remember this. Oh, it's one about the balloons. Cadbury 12-pack, my peanuts, cheese balls. What shit was this? Site merch. The hell did I buy for $15 twice? It wasn't the gloves, I know that. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so they listed as site merch, but those were the Cadbury mini eggs. That's an odd thing to classify that as. Let me scan this receipt real quick. So yeah, as I was saying, did pick up something which I thought was honestly worth the value of actually grabbing it, because individually, the price of this stuff is actually almost double what the box is worth. Oh my god. So I will show that here in just a brief moment. I just got to take a quick snapshot of this dang receipt so I can collect my points that I need. Where's the damn deed way down there? I'll have to go find out where that dove is and put a give him some lead dinner. Well, didn't realize the volume was up on that. All right, so there's that. So this is what I picked up. I grabbed me this guy. So as you can see, there are the listings of the peppers. Comes in a nice little semi-burnt $4 box, I would say. I only wish that the packaging wasn't like pink on the top. It would have been better if it would have been like fiery red or whatnot. Also, whoever stamped these together sucks at alignment, so there's that too. I'm not going to discredit that. So you do get a little box. I almost lost everything because that is a slide out, so it does slide out. Go down with that. So there's that. So the first one we got is, let me see if we get a little bit farther. There we go. I have not opened this yet. So we got cayenne peppers. They do list the amount of seeds on here. So that's a 10-pack seeds. We have jalapenos, 15 plus seeds. I don't really need these. I got tons of those growing everywhere in my yard. We have Hungarian hot wax. I believe these are yellow peppers. I'm assuming that's based on the color of the package. There's 25 seeds in here, which almost tells me that that's a shit germination rate. Of New Mexico 6. I'm going to have to look up what that one is. That's apparently, oh, these are apparently all heirloom seeds. I just noticed that. Comes with 15 seeds, number 162. Apparently these are numbered too. Does give you the information on the back of these, like really good information. We got Anaheims. These are nice and hot. I would say decent medium heat. 15 seeds on that. I wish this package was not that color because I know those aren't that color in the general. So we got Tabascos, 20 seeds on there. Technically, I don't need these ones either, but it's always good to have them. These are a pain in the ass to get out. We have the habaneros at 15 seeds. And then last but not least, we have Big Jim chili at 15 seeds as well. And to finish it off for the back of the packaging, it does have absolute information for growing. Tells you seed depth, germination temperature rate, rough time for germination, grow light qualities or light tolerances. Tells you the spacing, harvest days, and then it gives you a basic breakdown of how to plant these. Also does state right here, before planting, soak seeds in warm water for 24 hours. I don't know why it says 3 to 5 seeds. Unless you're doing only one planting, I would pretty much soak all of it and then go from there. So there's that for those ones. And then it does come with a plethora of these really nice, like, I don't know, say 1/8 of an inch, 2/8 of an inch maybe, wooden stakes at about, I'd say 6 inches. Not exactly sure the material it's made out of. It looks like bamboo. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because of the grain on this particular stick. That has the classic grain pattern. That does not want to focus. This will focus on everything but what I'm trying to stick on the camera. That really does not want to focus. But yeah, as you can see on this one, it doesn't have that distinctive pattern, but like this pattern here is like specifically bamboo. So I don't know if these are 100% bamboo. I would have, oh, you know what? Yeah, so there's that, look, it's got that iconic grain again on that one. God damn it. Focus your shit. There we go. So you can see that odd grain pattern right there. Got a little bit of it on that one, but yeah, that is 100% focus, you shit. I'm trying to focus on that. Trying to get it to focus on this grain pattern, but yeah, that's standard for like bamboo grain, like where you would have the nodes, and it's only on these ones. Oh, I just realized that stamp is offset on there, but yeah, other than that, the grain work, it still looks like bamboo. I thought it was pine at first, but now that I'm looking at it, they'll distinctly have the like lines and values of. It's really funny. They're all dark too, like different colors. But yeah, it has that. It definitely has that grain pattern for bamboo, which is odd because the rest of this stuff looks like it's just made out of shit pine. You got really thin veneer bottom sheet, which I don't even know what that would be. That's like the cheapest, thinnest material you could possibly find. Box is made crooked, and the rest of it, like the framework, this is all pine. Because this thing alone weighs nothing. I actually think the bamboo stakes weigh more than the box does. No, these are not labeled. You can label them. That's why there's 8 of them. You get one for each package. So you can plant one in each box. So you can label it either with a pen or a marker. I would suggest pen. But yeah, you get one bag per stick or one stick per bag. Does have them, like I said, does have them labeled for seeds. Your standard seed bags for most peppers, these things are going to run you anywhere between $2 to almost $4 a bag, depending on whether or not they say things like heirloom, or if it comes in the Mylar sealed bags. If they come in the Mylar sealed bags, they're a little bit more expensive. But aside from that, for the price that I paid for this, which was about $14, it was like 13 and some change. So sub 14 bucks. That's the company, Garden Republic. Again, it is, I'm assuming, not made in China. I'm assuming that's just where the box was made. And then these were probably shipped out, and then to whatever to the company that would made them, they throw their label on it and send it out for mass market. But I thought for 13 bucks, that was kind of like a really decent buy versus doing it the other way, which could have been like almost $30. No, the sticks are not going to grow. Those things are already processed. As you can tell, the edges were burnt, so there's no way those would turn into bamboo itself. I did say Big Jim. Wait, what the heck? Oh, snap. So it looks like I might be losing you folks. I'm going to be losing Molly and Jason because of freaking power company in Texas doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And Colin got something for a sleeping pad, it looks like. I did not know Jason ran to the restroom. My bad, Molly. Let's see. But yeah, well, they say they're heirloom seeds. I don't necessarily know if they actually are heirloom seeds. So I really honestly don't know. Good evening, Deb. Well, no worries, Deb. Be well, be safe. Thanks for popping in. Nope, it was just the Spicy Pepper Garden, unfortunately. You might be able to check if they have a website. Unfortunately, I don't think they have one on the box. I didn't notice. It's distributed by Torquav E-Trading LLC. They're out of New York, so you can. There is a QR code on the back to register for this. I'll just also notice that on the back of this there is so it gives you mild, medium, and hot. Your mediums. Your mild peppers are going to be the Big Jim at 500 to 3,000 Scoville, Anaheim at 500 to 2,500 Scoville, and the New Mexico at 500 to 2,500 Scoville. Mediums, as classified by 2 peppers instead of 1. The jalapeno at 2,500 to 8,000. Hungarian hot wax, 5,000 to 15,000. Cayenne, 30,000 to 50,000. Slow building heat, that's spicy. Oh, that's spicy but not overpowering. And then you got your triple pepper, or 3 peppers, also known as hot. You got your Tabasco, which is 30 to 50,000. Which I don't know why the cayenne's not in there, because it's the same heat level. But then isn't a cayenne pepper just jalapeno that's been roasted and dried and ground? You got your habanero, which is 100,000 to 350,000. So there's that. Oh, here we go. So it's shopgardenrepublic.com. I'll put that in here. So yeah, they also have it on Instagram at shopgardenrepublic. So I will probably document these just so I can see what happens with them, and maybe by some chance they'll send me some stuff. Maybe. I do like the plant markers. I do wish they were a tad bit longer, in my opinion. I wish them, honestly, just long enough to fit in the box, kind of snug, because they're about the same length as the packets. I wish they were 1/4 inch longer. It'd be a little bit easier, but it is what it is. I mean, when you got a box made in China that looked like they kind of half-assed it in a factory that's blah, blah, blah. But aside from that, I actually like I liked the idea of that one. That one just kind of caught my eye, and I was like, ooh. I just hate that they keep moving. They can't ever keep everything at my store location in one area. Like for years and years and years, they always had the barbecue stuff right on the end cap aisle, almost right before the wall. And now they decided to move it 3 aisles in, which makes no damn sense because it's right across the way from gardening supplies, which they need to just put all of the gardening stuff in one area, move all the barbecue stuff to the side where they actually have all the barbecue stuff, leave the like clearance area bit where that's at, and then put all the pool stuff on like one section. I didn't see the herb garden or the tea garden at my location. I also wasn't paying attention because the minute I saw the word pepper box, I was like, ooh. I was like, nifty. I just put that on backwards. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's where my attention span went. Also, I did notice this as well while I was over there. The Back to the Roots garden system, the greenhouse garden system, which I have still sitting back here. I never used the second one. First one I used, and I don't know what happened to it. I think I stepped on it or what, it got worn out in the sun. They have a mini version, which is a 12 cell. Little box like this big. Now, the only drawback is, and I will call them out on this because it kind of pisses me off, that they've got all of this stuff for the company, but they do not sell the replacement inserts. You can buy the Back to the Roots soil starter kits, the seed starter stuff. You can buy the individual trays, or like the cases of like the round ones, like the little like Dixie Cup style freaking planters. But they do not sell the triangular inserts. So they do not sell the tray like this that would go in the box. This might fit in the box, but I'd have to cut off 2 of these because that's about how wide that box is. It's like this deep. So, and these are the large cells. I believe these are the 2x2 by 2 cells. So you'd have to cut off 2 of these to fit them in there. And I think you only get, you might, actually, no, I think you're only going to, sorry, I stand corrected. That kit might only be able to hold 12 of these. So you might have to cut 4 of these off. But I'm just saying, this one will work decently in the large, the 72 cell or the 36 cell, the big one, but it will not work in the small one. But what they do sell, which really bugs the shit out of me, is you can buy stacks of these. You can buy these. They usually come like 15 or 20 of them in a stack. And these, like I said, these particular ones are like the Dixie Cup style. Sorry, I don't know why I'm standing up and showing you guys. So yeah, these are like the Dixie Cup style. Pretty thick, pretty hefty. I do recommend for seeds. You can do it one of 2 options. If you want a clean hole, learn to wipe. But that aside, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can either use a pen and just poke a hole through there, or you can get a dowel, sharpen it with a pencil sharpener and just poke it through there, or you can just take a drill bit. I'd say 1/4-inch drill bit. Yeah. About a 1/4-inch drill bit and just drill all the way through. You just get a stack of these and just drill straight through. Or if you have a drill press, if you happen to have a drill press, you can put drill bit in there, drill a hole all the way through, about 8 or 10 of these all at once. This way it'll allow for drainage. So let me, I don't particularly have, where's my pen at? It's up there. I normally don't like poking holes in these things with my pens because that ruins them. But yeah, normally they have a little bit of an indentation of like where they would have an indication of where the bottom hole is at, but sometimes they don't. So you just take a pen, just poke it in there. You can see there, kind of have a little bit of a hole if you want a slightly bigger one. I don't recommend using a pen that's got technically a shelf on it. Sharpened pencil works just as fine, or just as well. I don't have one over here to use or show off with. So I don't normally have pencils in my room or in my office. But yeah, just pop a hole in these. These ones will work in the trays too. These ones will also work in the Jiffy trays. I would just be very careful with them because if they're not placed right, they do tend to fall over. The Jiffy trays have this weird raised flooring system on there, which looks like the back of a truck. So you've got those 1/2-inch raised metal studs all the way down. It's not really a stud, but it's like the way they manufactured the bed for strength. So you have like shelving, so it's like one section's here, the next section's there, and it just kind of alternates. So be careful how you put these in there because they do tend to fall over if they're not stacked in properly. I could show you, but I think most of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what? I'll just fucking show you. So, again, this is one of my older ones. So you can see that has the groove section in there. You got the low ridge and then the high ridge. Be careful how you stack them. They do tend to sit on 2 ridges at once. But just be careful how you stack them in there. I've got like 40 of these damn things because the packs were like $2.50 each. So I just bought a whole bunch. Somewhere I got more of them triangular ones or the deep root ones. I got another stack somewhere buried in here. I also still have the goddamn dust everywhere. I gotta get these outside. I also have these ones still. I have like 2 boxes of these, and these work great for the starter cells. Even for the like cup ones, like one of these will almost fill one of those cups, those little round ones that I was just showing you guys. Will fill that almost all the way to the top. Which still isn't bad. I think you can get that box of Burpee coconut core ones. I think that box was like $2.50, $3. Well, at the time when I bought it, it was about $3. Might be about $5 or $6 now, just because of pricing and time frame and whatnot. But good Lord, what in the beans? How have I already gone live? 44. It's like I've gone live almost an hour. I didn't even realize it. Jason sending me dirty pics. Oh nope, that was actually CR. CR sending me dirty pics. My phone's being slow today. But anyways, there's CR, and yes, I do know he's live. I saw it earlier when I was doing some stuff. I just can't quite make it over there because obviously I'm over here talking about gardening and greening and growing and stuff. So yeah, now the other thing I got to do is I got to clean down over here, not back there, down over here by the end of my bed, so I can start finding all my gardening stuff and get that all squared away. So there's that. And I'm half tempted to run up to the shed to go show you that stupid balloon horn thingy, which is obnoxious, like absolutely obnoxious. But it is funny. I don't know why. It's stupid entertaining. I'm like almost half tempted to mail Jason one just so he could take it to the meetup and just mess with Matt. Because I guarantee Matt would be rolling having that thing just blaring off in the background randomly. It's the most, I'm telling you, it is the most obnoxious ass thing, but funny as hell. I was laughing for like 45 minutes just because I was messing with it. And that was just with a half inch, or was I using half inch or 1 inch? I think I was using 1 inch. Now you can do it with a larger pipe, but you have to get a bigger balloon. The guy that was doing it that I keep seeing these videos from, he went all the way to 6-inch pipe with step ups. And he was using one of those like punching balloons. Once you get those big, funky, weird balloons that look like those old Star Pops or the Rocket Pops that have that weird, funky, not star-shaped texture, I guess is what you, or kiwi-style texture. And yeah. You know what? I don't know why, now that I'm thinking about it, I want one of those damn balloons. I haven't had one of those freaking annoying punching balloons in forever. I don't know if I mainly want one to make one of these stupid air horn, literally air horn. It sounds like a boat horn. I shit you not. All right, fine. I'll go run out there and grab it. Give me just a second, folks. Let me do this because it is more than past that time frame. I was going to do this at my 30-minute mark, but I literally did not realize I was going that quick on my live. So I'm going to get this one up here. Wait till my followers pop in. I know one of them's going to blink out on me probably randomly, and if that happens, then, well, I'll see him when he gets back back on there.
Yeah, there I am.
And there's Mr. Jason. Good evening, Jason Hamali. I've already been informed of the potential power situation tonight, so
Yes.
I typed it in.
Yeah,
if you disappear, and I'll see you
Yeah.
when you get back.
maybe.
But give me just a moment. Caller's probably gonna have to sit in the basement because I'll be outside getting that thingy. Shouldn't take me too long. I know right where it's at.
Ooh. Yeah, it's already dark where you're at. That was quick. Yeah, that light moves fast. Oh, let's see. How is everybody doing this evening? I know I need to grab the cement mixer and be mixing some soils and some sand because it has all the micronutrients that I need. I would get decomposed granite, but it costs too much to ship it here. It costs me 4 times as much to ship it than it would be for the cost of the bag. I'm not paying $60 for a 50-pound bag of decomposed granite.
All right. I will forewarn anybody that is in the basement. If you have a hearing, Colin, if you're using your hearing aid, I'd recommend taking the sumbitch out. That one, and then I got CR in here too. So if you're wearing your,
I lowered.
you might want to take it out.
I got it turned down.
I got my headset in.
Yeah, I'm turning it way down.
But no, trust me, this is stupid obnoxious. So here's basically what it is. I'm using, I think that's 1/2 inch, 1 inch, whatever size this is.
Looks like the 1/2 inch or 3/4.
Well, I mean,
inside.
if it's inside diameter, then it's just
1/2 inch.
yeah, it's 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch. Then basically what you do is you just cut off about 1 inch of this, roughly inch and a half, and you wedge it inside of a balloon, down almost towards the belly, and then you just slide the other end over the pipe, and you fold it back on top of itself, and then tape it up. So you have this weird monstrosity, which looks.
So you made an instrument.
Huh?
You made an instrument.
Oh no. This is this is an obnoxious boat horn. I'm only going to put 1 breath of air in this because this will drive you nuts, but it's hilarious. I was laughing when I did this.
Go for it.
That is funny.
I'm making
Not that loud.
I'm making one right now.
If you had the holes in it, you could make a flute out of that.
The guy that's been doing this, he actually did, and it does literally sound different every time. Because he did it like flute style, and he was putting his fingers over each hole, and it changed the tone. Literally.
I've seen somebody do that, and they made their own version of a bagpipe.
Yeah, that's kind of essentially, but yeah, just a balloon and some PVC and some black tape, and that's what you get. So yeah, it's funny and obnoxious at the same time. And Jason, I swear you need to go make one of these and take it to the meetup.
Probably will.
And I would do it out of I'd probably go to like a party place and get like some of the bigger party balloons, and I would do that out of like 2 inch.
No, do
Or
that
inch
with
and a half.
a weather balloon.
That'd be way too much.
But
You're
it'd be
never
fun.
going to fill up a weather balloon.
No, you use it with like a can of compressed air.
No, you just use those old school. Remember those punching balloons?
Yeah.
You get
Those
one
would
of
work,
those,
too.
and you just fill one of those things up.
Yeah, that would definitely work.
Is there like a technical or an official name for this?
No, it's just a balloon horn.
Oh, okay. Cool. No, like I think I've tried that with like whistles and stuff before, just for fun. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That one is just I keep wandering across the dude making these, and he keeps changing the sizes, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna make. So when I was at Walmart the other day, this week, I bought one bag of balloons, and that's where my entertainment went. I was like, I'm gonna make one of these.
Hey, it doesn't take much to make someone in our generation.
No, we're men. We're simple. It didn't. The dumbest thing will make us smile.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that is dumb, and I was definitely smiling. Even my dad was laughing.
Did you see some of the kits that you that go along with those peppers you found?
I did not. I did not check the site because
No, I
was
wrote some
holding off
down
on it.
in the chat. They have a pizza maker kit, grower kit.
What? Since when?
they're supposed to sell all these, but apparently by 12/31/26.
Well, one of the starter kits, when you look at all of them, one of them is actually literally a pizza kit.
Huh. I just realized this random sticker on the side of this. I thought it was just a label. So it tells me apparently the germination rate and when they tested these.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah. Anaheim Peppers got an 84% germination rate, and they tested it 8/25, October of 2025. New Mexico chili has a germination rate of 90, tested in 8/25 again. Big Jim, 7/25, 90% germination, or 96%, 94% on the jalapenos, tested again August. Basically, all of these are of last year, so 92% on cayenne, 94% on the habaneros, Hungarian wax, 85%, and Tabasco's 91%, tested again July. And then it tells you the lot numbers that they have on there, so you can actually probably check the lot numbers on these and see if they actually had a better germination rate or if that's just kind of what they threw on there. Oh, that thing's not even straight. It's crooked as shit. That's definitely not the grain on there. No, that's definitely not straight. So there's that random bit of information, which I didn't see the first time I was staring at this thing. It's also upside down on the box, so that kind of threw me off too. I thought it was just random manufacturing jargon. So pizza kit, huh?
Yeah, I think the pizza kit's it's got all the stuff for you make pizza.
So that's going to be what? Cilantro, basil, tomato plants,
Garlic.
See, it's got Roma tomato, basil, oregano. Yeah.
So no pineapple, right?
You know how long it takes to grow a goddamn pineapple?
Enough said.
Well, talk to Jason. He's got one.
So do I.
I think I know someone who actually has one that's should be close to the harvest, and that's Johnny.
I don't have pineapple.
I thought you did.
No, I do.
Okay.
Which really made me mad because when I was at Walmart, they were selling pineapple plants that they were like little tiny plants, little pots, 6-inch
Yeah.
pot. Ooh. Roll for Ian.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just showed him the pizza grow kit.
Nice.
I need that. How much?
25.
Let me find this.
That's a long
Oh,
time.
by the way, Cliff, they sell them at Target.
We don't have one.
Well, I'm just saying that's where they says they sell them out of.
Hey, Colin, I got a question for you.
Sure. What's up?
Can you roll for my dexterity?
You get a 3.
I gotta find the dice.
So this is essentially what Walmart has for these darn things, which is kind of irritating. So it already comes with a little mini pineapple, but let me look at the size of the pot. It's a 6-inch pot.
Oh, it needs to be upgraded big time.
Yeah, it needs to be uploaded.
That,
No,
like, that is
okay. Here's the
tiny.
question: is that pot actually 6 inches, or is that just the way the picture looks?
No, it's planted in a 5. Look, it even says right here, planted in 5-inch decorative clay fiber pot. It's like a resin plastic.
Oh, you need to upgrade big time.
It's $20. They did not have a price tag on it. I'm not paying $20 for damn pineapple. I can go to the store and buy one for like $6.
And get it planted.
You already did that. My pineapple is like, I have one blade of my pineapple is longer than that entire plant from stem to stern.
Oh, I was like,
No,
And-
they're plants, bud.
wait, do you have that?
It is getting absolutely massive.
We'll show it later on my live
Can I leave it in your room for now?
if you want.
I want it red. Come on.
But yeah, I was kind of annoyed that they have those little tiny pineapples on there, or plant with tiny little pineapples. I can guarantee you right now, when that pineapple gets to full size, it's going to snap off that plant. It's going to crush it.
Yeah,
Now I'm wondering how sweet it's going to be if you let it ripen right there on the plant, compared to being in the store.
Well, you're going to get a slightly fresher flavor. That moved. Sorry, that threw me off. The StreamYard duck in the top corner of my thing over here moved on me. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I don't know. I'm on year... God, last year, let's see, as of December, that was 1 year. So I'm starting my 2nd year on that pineapple.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, that thing got big in that plant. And I don't know if it's the heat because it's in the greenhouse or because I'm watering it like once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
I've never grown pineapple, so I have no idea.
I've never grown pineapple either.
Neither have I. This is a first. I decided, well, one of my cousins decided they wanted to bring a fruit dish for one of the holidays, and it happened to have some pineapple on it. And I took both pieces of pineapple ends that were on there, and I planted them both, but only one of them survived.
Hey,
One of them actually gave me roots.
you had a 50-50 chance of making it work. And it
I
worked.
did. And unfortunately, I did look up before planting those things or trying to propagate them how long it takes a pineapple to grow. And I was like, well, this is going to be a very long run.
Was it like 5 years?
3 to 4. It's something like 1,300 days.
It's pretty much self-propagating because you can just replant the stem thing, right?
Yeah, you can split it if you're lucky enough to get roots around the whole core. Like the root of the leaf core, if you can get it to split, you have a chance of growing 2. You can also, I suppose you could quarter it, but I think it's easier just to strip off what you need and just plant the whole round core. Yes, you can continue to grow them, but your growing cycle is going to be anywhere between, it's going to be a 3 to 4 year growing cycle in between each pineapple you have. Now, it is possible for the pineapple plant to make 2 pineapples. Naturally, it will grow one on its own, but I believe there is, I can't remember if it's carbon monoxide or something, or like fire. I'm going to look that up here in a minute, but there's something that actually causes the plant to make a backup pineapple, which is the one that usually grows on the top of the plant.
So usually you need to plant like 2 to 3 to 4 pineapples every year.
at least.
Yeah, you need to do 1 to 2 each year that you're doing it, so you have like consistent,
Rotation.
germination and just like linear fruit propagation and ability to pick.
More batches.
Yeah, so I picked up 2 bags of playground sand today that has little pebbles in it too. Tiny little 1/8 pebbles or smaller.
Oh yeah. Oh, so not sand. You picked up like gravel.
No, it's actually a sand.
That's considered sand?
It's a playground sand, but it's not super fine.
Ah, okay, that's why.
So, and they'll have a lot of the micronutrients that I'm going to need, like the silica, the you know, the zinc and everything else in it too as well.
They're stimulated by smoke.
Yeah, so basically carbon monoxide or
And
whatever.
specific chemicals like ethylene.
Gas.
It just says ethylene. So
Yeah, but ethylene is essentially gas.
these agents break the plant's dormancy and act as floral induction treatment, accelerating the fruiting process.
I think if I remember correctly, I remember reading something where it says if you stick like a banana or an apple or something next to it, it can possibly grow. It sends it out of its cycle or whatever. I'll just have to find if I can find it again. But it says right here, it says approximately 18 to 24 months, so 1.5 to 2 years. But this is also AI overview, which is bullshit because this thing does not know what it's talking about. The last time I Googled this, before AI started taking over, it told me essentially 3 years. It actually gave me the amount of days, roughly. It was like 1,358 days or some shit like that. It says timeline, while most take 18 to 24 months, growing from a top or crown can take up to 30 months.
Okay, according to the Google AI thing, it says if you place a ripe or a rotting banana or apple next to a pineapple plant, it is a common technique to force the plant to flower.
Yep. See, I did read that right then.
Yeah, because the ripening decomposition fruits and apples and bananas release the ethylene gas, and that's the natural plant hormone that triggers the flowering process.
Here we go. So yeah, see, I knew I read that somewhere. So it does say right here on the spruce. This is not AIBS. It says that it takes on average about 18 months to 3 years to produce edible fruit from seedlings, or from the crown of a pineapple.
It says 18 to 24 months, or roughly 20 to 30 leaves before you try doing that.
Now that pineapple is. If that pineapple is dangerous, I have to be careful around that thing because like the last inch of the leaves
Or terminal.
are serrated.
Terminal.
It says the apples work better than bananas, though. If you slice them up into slices, as they decompose or whatever, they release highly concentrated ethylene.
I might have to try that sometime around June, July, maybe, because that'll be my roughly 18 months.
Is that the soil level or around the crown of the plant?
It says around the base of the plant.
The base of the leaf.
Soil.
That way they could decompose, which releases the ethylene, and but the plant has to be between 18 to 24 months old though first.
Yeah, a couple of people looks like they got a couple of videos on there, but yeah, I figured.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I just figured it'd be an interesting thing to try because I've never tried growing a pineapple, so I was like, why not?
It also says that for bananas, the fruit and the peels both do the same thing, release the gas that they need.
Like I said, I'm growing the bananas, so I'm trying that for the first time. And again, I believe I have 5 out of 6 that survived the freeze.
That's good. I'm gonna go wash this real quick because I am definitely gonna have a beverage.
All right.
And I guess while I'm at, let's see if I have one of those in the fridge. I think I have one in there. Yeah. Be back in just a minute, gentlemen.
Yeah, by the way, I got tomatoes in my plants now.
Yay!
Already.
Which ones are they? Which tomatoes?
Nice.
They're going to be the homesteads.
Okay.
Hey, Jason, want to see something? I got something out for you guys. I want to go get it.
All righty.
Oh,
So
Ian
here's-
got a find yesterday, Jason. We went down to Goodwill, and there was a ton of military surplus. They had both the standard BDU Alice packs and another one which is the newer modern camo with the carbon fiber frames.
That's cool. Oh, hey, by the way, Colin,
Hi,
I
Bill.
actually found. What's up, Bill? I
Hey, the
actually
link is
found-
up a little bit further if you want to come up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Colin, I actually found this on the curb, so this counts as curb find, right?
Yep.
I actually found this. I found this on the grass.
You got yourself a burpee sunflower.
No, it's a sunflower. It's the fire
Unfortunately, none of my
catcher.
stuff is getting
I just
cooked.
said that.
Oh,
Burpee's the brand.
no, I know that. I know.
Burpee
But yeah.
sunflower. You found a burpee sunflower.
What's the year on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, remember this?
Like a mammoth.
Yeah, no, this is our variety.
Oh, that's
Remember?
a Turnus.
Yeah, like I
You
gotta
found
take
it on
a
the
look.
curb, Cliff.
Oh, look who's here. Bill's here. Hey, Bill, check this out. Real quick recap. Well, Colin's showing, or sorry, not CR showing off stuff. Check this thing
Go
out.
ahead.
I don't know if you got a Walmart anywhere near you. Let me give it 1 second here.
Target
But check
too.
this sucker out. It was like $13 for a little garden pepper box, and you get. It wants to focus. You get habaneros, cayennes, Anaheims, jalapenos, Big Jim, Tabasco, New Mexico 6, and then the Hungarian hot wax.
Target has them too.
It was like $13. Or well, sub $14. It was like $13.93 with some change.
Yeah, that's a nice box.
Comes in a fairly decent box. Gives you the seeds. It gives you all of the information on the back for like what variety they are. Tells you what the germination temperature range is going to be, and what all you need to do. There we go. There we go. Planting. It gives you depth, germination temperature, time for germination, the discrepancy on what they need for light, spacing, and harvest. And then it gives you all of the like pre-planting guides. It comes with 8. So you get 8 seed packs. Oop, drop that one. That's supposed to be in there. So you get 8 seed packs. Where's that? So 8 seed packs. And you get 8, what I'm going to assume is bamboo markers at about, let's say, almost 6 inches, give or take.
And a wooden box.
Yep, I stand corrected. So it is 4.5 inches on these stakes. Wow, those are a lot shorter than I was expecting them to be. So 4.5-inch stakes, give or take. For like, dude, this was like $13.
That's a good deal, Cliff.
And
Yeah.
it tells you each one of these does come with, so I'll show it on here, so if it'll show it again. Come on, you stupid turd, focus.
Oh yes.
Hocus pocus, camera fucking focus. So it tells you what lot number it was, or number, and then it tells you how many seeds were in there. So we all know pepper seeds, for those of us that are actually in the pepper community or grow seeds normally. These seed packs run you anywhere between $1.50 from the dollar store all the way up to like $3.49, depending on your.
For those seeds. Now my seeds were like almost $9 for those chili tapines.
Yeah, that's. But you got a big old bag of those things. Didn't you have like 100
No.
plus seeds in that thing?
No, it's yeah, it gave me maybe 20 seeds.
And you paid $20 for that, or $10 for that?
$9.
So see, that's not bad. Actually, no, that's kind of expensive. Actually,
Yeah. But like I said, they're heirloom. So
yeah. See, that's what these ones say. They said they're heirloom as well. So I mean, honestly, not too bad. And yeah, it's. I figured around
There's 250 milligrams of seed.
I mean, I'm probably looking, based on what was in the box for seeds, probably close to about 100 seeds, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of those were anywhere between, now those what, 10 to 15, or I think one of them might have had 20. Ooh. Bill's killing me over here. All right. Well, if anybody's interested, in let me know. I can grab them. If there's more next week, I'll grab a couple more. Because honestly, I think those would make some really nice gift boxes.
What store did you get them from?
Walmart.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check Walmart then.
Like I kid you not. Here, I'll give you the damn item number too. Give me a second.
They don't do item numbers at Walmart.
Well, the heck they don't. I'm almost positive that has a. You know what? I can just look it up and give you the link.
Well, yeah, because these are from mine are actually from. We bought them at Walmart, but they go through a vendor. I got True Leaf Market.
Well, let's see. Calling through the link in the chat earlier. If you scroll up, it should be up in there. I need to get rid of this one real quick.
This is where I got my seeds from.
Oh yeah, True Leaf Market.
Yeah.
I'll put it them guys.
Get your phone out. Go to that website.
Well, give me a second, Jason. Yep.
Oh, they can get it.
Oh, the QR code.
All right.
No, that's not a CR code.
I didn't say whatever they're Glenn. I stand corrected.
Are you actually standing or are you sitting?
I'm standing up.
Okay, therefore you are standing corrected.
And website is right there.
TrueLeafMarket.com. Yeah, I know True Leaf. I've seen their stuff before.
Yeah, they're a little on the pricey side, but you know, as long as they're the heirloom, or most of them will probably be heirloom. I know some seeds or some plants are not heirloom at all, but yet we still consume them.
I'm assuming that's the one he's talking about. Oh, I think I've seen him popped up on there. But yeah, Colin, do you still have that link in your? Or did you fall asleep over there?
Yeah.
What?
No,
Where-
he looks like he's moving, but I don't know if that's because he's breathing.
No, his
No,
eyes are closed.
Yeah, I
He's
thought that was a
passed out.
rocking chair. Where
This
did
is
that
what
go?
happens when he
That was
leans
fast.
back.
That was fast.
Well, I'll just stick him in the basement until he decides to wake his butt up.
Oh, hey, you know what's funny? Hold on.
Right? Let's all call him. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you fell asleep on it.
I can't believe that was like 5 minutes. Like he would just said something 5 minutes ago.
I know, we've only been live for like an hour and 15 minutes, and he passed out on me.
I don't have one here. I don't have to do it through Facebook.
Sugar tip and eat further up in the fruit seed. Hell is unleashed on your lips. So are they supposed to get hotter there, Bill? Is that what you're saying? That the more you eat, the hotter they get? Colin. Oh, hey, you know what? I got an idea. Where's that? Because he still has his thing in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bill, if you've got your speakers on, lower them just because I don't want to kill Miss Sharon just because this thing does get kind of obnoxious.
Wait for it.
That is Clip's little air horn that he made.
Even
did
while
Wally
he's
say?
laughing.
Damn, that didn't even wake him up. Man, that would have, if I heard that dead asleep, I'd have I'd have probably shit my pants.
Maybe he took off his hearing aid. I don't know.
Wow, I almost completely knocked my desk over. And I can't bug Jenny because I don't have Jenny's number. And it's not 867-5309.
Wait, that's my number. What?
I will. I'll have to check that out, Bill, after the live or sometime before I go to bed. Cause
Hey. Go ahead, bring him up.
Oh, here we go.
that's assuming he even hears it. Well, I heard that, but didn't hear the air horn.
Hello? Good
Hi,
morning.
Sleepy.
I fell asleep, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, like
Dang.
I even did the air horn thingy, and we were all just sitting here laughing.
you just rolled over. You just rolled over.
I took one of my muscle relaxers today.
Oh, okay.
You know what they do to a person? They just kind of.
It's not the muscle relaxer. You leaned back in the chair, and that was it.
And
No,
your eyes
I'm
closed,
have
and
to be
that's
there.
it.
Like I can't have my feet up in my chair. It won't work.
Hey, Cliff, you need to make the little short right there when I called him and he jumped.
Oh yeah.
No. My phone was right next to my.
I know, it made
Right
you
here.
jump.
I just had to remember where I put my phone.
He's all, what?
Not the first time. I fell asleep the same thing yesterday. Not by choice. It just sort of happens.
I don't remember you falling asleep on your own live, or no Saturday. But yeah,
No,
yesterday was Friday.
I wasn't on live. I was just watching TV. I just passed out.
Done.
You're just resting your eyes, right?
I'm checking the inside of my eyelids for holes.
Yeah.
I thought my dad used to call it.
He's just winking both eyes at the same time.
For an
I'm
extended
winking
period of
the
time.
world's slowest.
Yeah, that's it. Like 5 minutes.
He's stuck in a black hole causality loop, which is causing him to blink extra slow.
Someone hit a freeze frame. Well, at least you guys got entertainment out of the deal, right?
Yes.
We were all just like, you were just saying something. And then
Yeah,
all
you
of a
just spoke to
sudden,
me, right?
Done.
You were just talking. and then
That happens
off you
sometimes.
went.
I literally just passed out. It was not me just falling asleep. I passed out.
We thought you froze or something, and then Jason's like, "No, his eyes are closed."
I was like, did he freeze on me? And I'm looking at him. I'm like,
Last thing I remember talking to you. Next thing I know, you guys, all this stuff's going on. I go, what the heck happened?
I was going to call Jenny and be like, hey, smack your husband.
No, she
Well,
won't
that would.
hit me.
Huh?
We don't hit.
Well, I was
Right.
just going to say, she'd be like, yeah, poke him to wake him up. He fell asleep again.
Poke him with a stick.
See if he's dead.
I will say this. At least I'm comfortable. I will say that. I don't have any coffee either.
I'm going to be
so
comfortable after this.
I don't have any coffee either.
All right, guys, 1 hour. Actually, a little bit less than an hour. I got about 50 minutes.
Okay.
That's until Jason either runs out of power or doesn't.
No, I got to go out there, start the generator, get it warmed up, start, swapping breakers off, then switch the
Good thing you
manual
mentioned
off.
power. My cord came off.
Yeah, make sure you
I'll
charge
give
your
you a
battery,
45-minute reminder, Jason.
Was that?
I'll give you a 45-minute reminder.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, not calling. CR, you were showing off some sunnies?
Oh yeah. It's dated for 2023, technically. I mean, because technically I
The
found
rooms are
it
dry. They
last
should be
year.
fine, right?
Yeah, they should be good.
Well, I know germination rate can go down as time goes on, right? I get that, but
Yeah, sunflowers don't have the best shelf life.
yeah, that's
Found that
well.
out.
Well, originally I was gonna try last year, but I wasn't certain about the rain that I was gonna be getting and some other things, right? And the spacing and the timing, right? Because this would be the first time trying it, right? So obviously I want to be successful, right? Hopefully get some more seeds after rain and all that sort of stuff, right? So I think this year I'll try. So That'll be my new thing I'll be trying this year. Are you guys trying anything new this year?
I don't have the space for it.
Bananas.
Meh. I've never done that, obviously. So yeah, that'd be cool if you could get that going.
Well, like I said, I planted them last spring.
Mhm.
They got about 5 feet tall. Then winter happened.
Oh, I'm very familiar with that.
Yes. But yeah, like I said, it's warming back up.
Mhm.
So, and I've been giving them some water, some fertilizer, and hopefully they'll take off here and grow.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. And this is like the first time, right? You said?
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever planted bananas.
Yeah. So like, if you get even anywhere on it, it'd be a success, right? Because like it's
Yeah.
the first time, right?
If I get
like,
to eat them, yes.
yeah, right. That'd be like,
Yeah, the thing is, these are the Avis,
Mhm.
and these ones are they're small. They're supposed to be like 4 to 6 inches long,
okay.
and they're supposed to taste like a vanilla ice cream.
Mm.
And I just found out was last year that the bananas have been hardened off so they can actually grow in better climates instead of zone 24 only. About 30 years ago.
I was gonna say, isn't zone 24 would have been like the damn tropics?
It is a tropic, yeah, like San Diego. There's a little area off of San Diego where it's actually literally a zone 24, and it's only several acres.
I was gonna say that's
What
gotta
about
be the only spot where that zone is at, because as far as I know, there's only 12 grow zones.
yeah? Well, what about like Puerto Rico or something like that?
No, I use the Sunset garden zoning. It's a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, I think Puerto Rico is zone 11.
On
Yeah.
the USDA.
I mean, they're further south than Florida, though.
No, they're
Well, there's
Cliff
the
uses
equator.
Cliff uses the USDA. I use the Sunset.
So there is a difference, right?
They're in the same
Yes.
grow zone.
And it's a little bit more defining instead of just a wave across the map. This actually shows pockets and everything else as well. In certain areas.
Oh, so like precision.
Yeah. So for instance, let me just turn this on for right now.
Well, I mean, technically, if you want to consider growing something new, theoretically, I'm growing a pineapple. That's kind of something new, but that's kind of like,
Oh, that's good.
that one's extremely out of my wheelhouse. It's upside down.
So the Sunset National Garden, and I think they've actually expanded on the zones on these. Let me get those out of the way. Okay, the 24 climate zones for the Western Pacific. So you have those. And then they go into even more depth. So it tells you what all the zones are, temperature-wise, climate-wise.
Colin about fell out of his chair.
No,
Like I said, most of Idaho is going to be 1, 2, and 3, and Montana as well.
Oh, well, that answered my question.
I thought zone 1 was
This-
technically
this-
Antarctica.
This book also has Canada in here too as well.
Ooh.
what zone is that?
Canada, I believe,
Canada
is zones
zone?
2 through 4.
Yeah. Okay, so instance, here's Southern California, and you see how it breaks down the zones, even for the chaparral along the edges of the valley.
Mhm.
So it goes into far more detail of temperature-wise and climate. Throughout the whole season,
I see.
coldest and it's warmest. On average, not extreme. So,
You know, it's kind of remind me of those topographical maps, right? Where they
yes,
have
very,
yeah,
very close.
yeah. It's kind of remind me of that versus just like a street level or whatever.
Okay, so CR, what are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't realize I have had.
Is
I
that
didn't realize that was
munching
me.
on peanuts or playing with a lighter?
No, it's maybe my headset. Maybe it's rubbing
Okay,
against
so
my shirt. Sorry.
if you look here at Southern California, where are we at here? So that is zone 11. That is the zone I grew up in. And all of a sudden it goes from 11 to a 1.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's also off the the Sierra Nevada mountain range. So
Yeah,
that's
right at the
why.
bottom of the Sierra Nevada is where Tehachapi is. And then you go right over the mountains over here. You go into, was that zone 6? Or
Six or it's either say 6 or 9. That's 9.
a 9 and an 8.
What's
Okay.
it say about Iowa? I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
so I haven't gotten that far yet. But again, look, you see zone 20. You see 24 by Santa Barbara. That's right along the water.
Yeah, that's odd coastal climate.
Yeah, again, growing up in that area, those climates are extreme. So here's the Southern California LA Basin area. As you can see, it's pretty extreme. Let's see. There's down by Mexico and the California. It's all like zones 20, 13, 11. And then there's a 3 right there by Palm Springs. So if you're at Palm Springs and you, in the summertime, you get on that lift and you go up to the top of the mountains, it could be July and August. You need to take a jacket with you when you go up to the top of that mountain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Elevation change.
It is, even in the middle of the summertime, it is super cold. It'll be 110 in the valley. It'll be 40 degrees at the top of the mountain.
I'm good with a sweatshirt.
Wow, that's a. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, there
Elevation
is a
change.
9,000 foot elevation change, but
Oh, that's the same thing with going to Pikes Peak or over the
Yeah.
Antelope Park mountain range. It'll be like 80, 90 degrees down in the city. When you get up to the top of that peak, it's like freaking 12 degrees in the middle of July.
Yeah, that makes sense.
there is Arizona.
Now, when you say Pikes Peak, which one? Because there's 2 of them. Because there's a Pikes Peak in Iowa as well.
So,
I'm talking about real Pikes Peak. It's almost a 15.
so if you want to see a drastic change, look at New Mexico where Cliff is.
Dude, I don't. My climate zones down here are ridiculously stupid. They make no sense.
Yeah, that's why I use this method.
Yeah, most of all of that said 2, 3, and then it's all 10.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing goes past a 10. It's
Yeah, and I am considered zone 31 here.
yeah. I'm 7. Like where I'm at, I'm 7A, 7B, but that's like the general consensus. I don't know what like exact.
And
It might be like 11 or like
that's
9.
for Texas. Okay, so you can see the extremes.
Yeah, Texas all over me. Does that say zone 33?
Yeah,
Jesus.
it gives different zones for Central and the East Coast. So they gave them their own zones. So, like I said, I am zone 31 here. And Florida is just different. Let's see, where is Indiana, Illinois, South Dakota, Iowa is where you're at, Colin. You're going to be 41.
What does that mean exactly?
So 41 is going to be here's a zone 33. Climate results from two primary forces: warm, moist air moving north to the moving north from the Gulf Coast during spring, summer, and fall, and frigid Arctic air descending from Canada to the it introduces all the dry winter.
You're right.
Yeah, so yeah, you'll go from
Extreme
really
cold
warm-
to
really
extreme
warm
heat.
summer, and then all of a sudden, somebody just puts the fan in reverse. It gives good growing seasons. I got New York, Pennsylvania, and let's see, New England. I thought it gave Canada too. Yeah, that's all just plants. I don't think it did. I thought it did.
Aw. I feel left out.
Yeah, yours just zone 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All of Canada's
It's
zone
just the
1 or
cold
2.
zone.
Yes,
Just the cold zone.
but like I said, in the summertime you get the longer days. It does get warm.
No, of course, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen 98 here once.
So yeah, so it uses
So-
the 45 climate zones for the United States and Canada,
Was that 98 degrees Celsius?
something like that.
You do realize what 98 degrees Celsius is, right?
Yes, boiling.
Oh, I'm
It's almost
boiling.
200 degrees.
I'm boiling here.
That's why I thought, let me taste the sun.
I'm boiling here.
I'm just gonna lick the surface.
Not quite boiling point, but almost.
Don't burn your tongue.
Yes. I thought it had Canada. Yes, here it is. Oh, that's New
Oh.
England. I saw Quebec.
Aw.
Oh man. But yeah, it says Canada, but I don't see the grow zones for Canada.
That's funny.
Disappointed.
But yeah, I saw this book online and I said, oh, I need to know what Texas is. So I grabbed it, and
The largest state on the continent.
no, Alaska is. Oh,
Well, by area, yes. By
It's
single
also-
solid mass, technically, no.
yeah, because it's on the same continent. It's not an island.
Yeah, but there's Alaska has like a bunch of like little chain islands, kind of similar to like Florida and Hawaii.
If you go down far south enough. Yeah, for some reason I thought it said Canada. So
Yeah, Bill, I agree with you on that one. There's a lot of people from up north that if they came down to a lot of our states, they would die in the summer heat and they wouldn't even make it out to the
that's what they're
like
called
the vehicle they're
snowbirds.
going to.
Oh, Colin's still there. I had to look. I'm like, is he moving?
You still moving?
I'm reading.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
Sounds like
I'd
I'm
be
doing
good with
something, but
a
I'm actually
fan
doing
half the
something
time.
here.
So
I'm listening and I'm reading.
So let me get here. These are the plants of the United States. There's almost this whole book. So this is the A to Z plant encyclopedia. So you got a name of a plant, you look it up in here. It tells you what zones they will thrive in, and it's buffering zones, like if you have a microclimate.
66 degrees Fahrenheit in the summertime. Bro, that's like bikini weather.
That's like 18 Celsius. 66.
That's like bikini weather.
That's nice weather.
Some of us over here are dying with like 88 degrees, and we're like out there sweating buckets because
Well, the thing is,
Humidity
for us,
does-
it's not just heat; it's the humidity that really gets you.
So if you get a chance to get this book, get it.
surprisingly,
I mean, if it
found
has Canada in it, then yes.
a book somewhere from Sunset.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this is
where
going to
the
be
hell I have
more of your ornamental plants, not your vegetable plants. It does have some fruit trees in there as well, but it's basically going to be more of your ornamental. And that's how much that book cost me.
$30, $40.
$40.
It'd be worth it if you need for. I mean, if you're going for ornamental plants and you need to know exactly what your time or your zone is, then yes.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, along with your vegetables, you got to grow the other plants too.
Yeah.
Because those are going to help with your microclimate.
I don't even have. I try to get microclimates over here, but the problem is my plants don't like the heat, and they just.
Yeah, again, that's where you need a couple of your trees. Like I said, and there is the the index, so you can quick look up your plant, and it tells you what page it's on. So, yeah, I guess it does. This one does have some vegetables in it,
Nice.
but it's mostly going to be, your ornamentals.
Oh, dragonberries. Ooh. Now that might actually be a good video there, Bill.
Yeah, and these also have all of your seed companies in here too as well. So you got Burpee, B&D, Comstock,
Good
Factory Morris.
Lord. Look at this guy over here. This ginormous bag of arugula seeds.
This was actually gifted to me, by the way, so I did not purchase.
So you're going to
1,000+
just drop
seeds in
them
there?
randomly all over the place, and they're going to be growing everywhere.
No, actually, it was part of a sprouts or microgreen set. I got it. It actually came with these bags of clay pellets and stuff. It even came with the container, the glass container for it. But I think maybe I should try this out.
So they're doing. So it's supposed to be like an not like an aquaponics kit, kind of, sort of.
It's probably more on the microgreen side type of thing. I think this is why I have so many seeds in here.
I saw an arrow pod thing at the Goodwill today.
Yeah.
Aeroponics. I don't know anything about it, but they had all the stuff for it. Supposed to be for herb garden. I don't know if we have the space to put one, but it's not yet anyway.
That's supposed to be jam. I don't know where the extra E came from. Sorry,
It's not
Bill.
Jam, it's Jamie.
That's jam.
It's
See?
Jamie.
Jamais.
All right. It's Hammy.
See? Growing microgreens. That's why I know even instructions. I mean, it's still seed, right? I could just grow it outright all the way out, right? Anyways, so. Okay, you can take me out big screen. So, yeah.
Damn.
I have tried the seeds before, though. I have tried them, though. So. Because I was just trying it out.
So if the plant itself is toxic and the berries are toxic, what is the point of growing it other than for like aesthetics? Rob, I didn't even know you left. I thought like you were here, and I assumed you've just been lurking.
He's just ducked out and didn't say anything, or we missed it.
Maybe he's checking on his mom. Who knows?
Whoa. Rob's here? Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Cecilia. I didn't even know Rob was here.
There
I
was
was
a
like,
bearded
wow.
villain in the house, and you didn't know it.
Well, I know Billy was here.
Bearded villain. That's what
Jeez.
the group he belongs to.
They go
Jason could be belong because he's got a really good beard.
So this has got
I don't count.
almost 3 whole pages dedicated to Iris.
Damn.
That's way more than my old book of my Sunset Western Garden book.
I
Which
have
are
a
couple
Sunset
of things
Garden
in there.
book. I think that's that one there. But that's technically weeds of the Southwest, and I guess technically most of the weeds down here you can actually eat.
Let's see. Something that we'll all recognize.
technically, you don't really blanch as far as I per se. Acorns, you just let them soak in water, and then you change out the water, and you do that a few times.
Yeah, you got to do it several times.
Remove the tannins.
If you actually put them in a mesh bag, throw them in a creek, leave them there for about 5 days.
Yeah, isn't the water supposed to turn clear or not be?
Yeah, then you
chocolatey?
crack them open, you pull it all out,
You're
you
talking
cook
about
the
doing for,
insides, and it's going to be like a mush.
so you're doing that with acorns, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but you can also, if you leave the tannins and you put in like any kind of leather you're trying to tan, you can tan the leather that way too. Just saying, if you're going to leach them anyway, make something out of help tan any leather you need to get tanned.
We were talking about the other day. Was that on yours or on Jason's? Where we were talking about using brains to tan hides.
You can use brains, but you could also use
Brains.
oak. You can soak them in oak water or acorns will do.
Hey, Colin, I have a random question for you.
42.
No, how's Pepper?
I have not heard from Pepper in months.
Oh,
Neither have I. She usually randomly pops on here and there, but
And
I
I
figured I'd
literally have not heard a squeak from her, which is I'm a little worried, and I can't get a hold of her.
oh dang.
Last night,
But hopefully
talked to
she's
her,
just busy, right? Hopefully
well,
she's just busy.
last night heard she was working at a rock shop outside a park in Arizona,
Quartzite.
and I have not heard,
Quartzite. It's,
and JJ was there visiting, but I also heard that she rolled her truck and she didn't tell me about it, which really,
that one, oh yeah, she did that like middle of last year.
Oh,
yeah, but she never said anything until after the fact. So she knew I would worry.
of course.
But after that, I haven't talked to her. It's been over 6 months.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep them in our
I mean,
thoughts.
I've got the last phone number I had of her, but I don't know if that's still active or not. I didn't want to, hover,
Yeah, we get it. We get it. You're a parent. It's what you're supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah, but she's a grown adult with the kids of her own. But that's
Doesn't mean you can't care.
well, she's also a kind of a flower child.
Oh.
So she's got that mentality of the the '60s flower child. She goes where the wind blows, and
Which is funny because if I'm not mistaken, I'm older than her.
yeah.
so we got
But-
peach and nectarines. So it gives all that information there, and different zonings and different chill hours. So it's kind of a cool little book. It's a good book to reference, go back to. Oh, I need to check that out. It's got peanut, pears, agent, ornamental. Even has herbs and spices in here. And
Is it just text or is there like illustrations or pictures?
there are
It's both. You get
there's
pictures and
illustrations. There's just little drawings. It's easier than a picture when you're doing a book like this.
See.
Even orchids in here. I wonder if it has horseradish.
I got a question for you guys. Remember those seeds I just showed, the Rigos seeds, right? There's actually 2 more sets of different seeds. Basil and broccoli. What do you think I should try first?
broccoli.
You think it would be
Broccoli.
easier?
Well, the thing is, I don't know. I mean, how
7,
well does broccoli grow up in Canada?
337.
I mean, I'm just openly asking you guys, all right? I know.
I'm at a loss because I don't know.
I mean, I'll still do some research or whatever, right? Like I said last year, I didn't want to take up so much new things because scheduling and all that stuff. But I think I might have more time for it this time. Because you got to tend to the plants, right? You got to water it. You got to do all this stuff, right? Lots of work. And I'm not just growing one plant.
Polly says hi.
Hi, Molly.
I'm all in.
Hey, Molly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is gonna be a little bit hard here, but as you can see, it says horseradish, and it gives a description of the zones
Mhm.
and the climate. That's all the information I have on horseradish. So pretty soon here, I'm gonna have to move it into a shaded area in the middle of summertime.
You just cover it with a shade cloth and some.
Yeah. Yeah, because you saw the pictures of the horseradish. Haven't I shown anybody that?
No.
It's all happy. It's all yay.
Yay!
You might have shown me specifically. Let me check.
Technically.
Through fall, winter, and spring, harvest pieces of horseradish roots from the outside of the clump as you need them. Horseradish is fresh and hot. Scrub and peel the roots, cutting away the dark parts, and then grate them, mix them with vinegar, sweet cream, or sour cream for simply sprinkling or directly into the food.
Hey, Cliff, I'm going to drop out of the down from being on live for real quick. But I'll
Okay.
stay put me in the basement. I'm going to try to give Pepper a call.
Okay.
Okay. Dude, what do you got to do?
Alrighty. So yeah, there's horseradish there. Not much of a description, but yeah, it's there. So good reference book for both flowers, trees, ground covers, some vegetables. I am not sure about all vegetables, but also fruit trees, nut trees.
I think, Jason, we need to establish a bit of an organization system here.
What's that?
So I think if we're going to send each other garden pictures, we need to do it direct number to number and just save Instagram for all the stupid shit we keep finding in the middle of the night.
This is true.
Because I'm sitting over here trying to scroll up and it's like really bad short, really bad short, really bad short, really bad short. And it's like one random garden picture and it's like 10 more randomly bad shorts and one more random garden
You know what helps, Cliff? You know what helps in that? I've noticed.
organization.
No, if you're sending like text message or let's say a link or whatever, right? Remember a little bit. You can search for the words, the text itself. I've done that before, like to refer to something like years ago, right, or whatever. So
Who's got a little bottle?
Gentleman Jack?
You got a little tiny bottle.
Believe me, I don't need much of this. It has a really good taste when you first start it.
It's a lot of broccoli seeds.
It's a little bit on the sharp on the after end.
and yes, Billy, I saw your comment. I know what he said.
That's all I
read
need.
that. He says, maybe I should just try this first, I guess.
Broccoli. Yeah, I've got the green sorrel over here. Well, technically, I have wood sorrel, which is what it's called. But for some reason, it's supposedly supposed to taste like lemon. So it's like lemon wood sorrel is what I have. But I try to get rid of that stuff as fast as it pops up because if I don't, I will have that everywhere.
If I'm gonna have anything that's gonna be like lemon tasting, it's gonna be lemongrass.
Yeah, I don't have lemongrass. I have wood sorrel, which is supposed to have like a lemon zing to it, and I've eaten it, and I'm like, it just tastes like green.
Yeah, I had it growing really good one year, and then it froze.
That's weird.
By the way, Cliff, I gotta go at the top of the hour. By the way,
Okay.
I gotta return a phone call. They're not get mad if I don't return the call. I know. I already know.
So good.
Wait.
If
Jason, you got
I have a
15 minutes.
chance, I'll try.
Yeah, I know. I got about 15 or so minutes.
Yeah. If I got a chance or whatever, I'll try to return.
All right. I'll see when you come back. If you do, if
That's
not,
why I figured.
Yeah.
thanks for stopping by.
I figured I'd grab a small little drink now and relax. I'll probably try to go to bed after power goes out because I'll be limited on 30 amps.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it a scheduled outage? I'm just
Yeah, they're
trying to
actually going to be repairing part
Oh.
of the
So this is like a maintenance thing, right?
yes, it is a maintenance
Sketch.
thing.
How long is it supposed to go for you? All night?
Hopefully it'll be done in 5 hours, but I'm not waking up after 5 hours to go switch over.
No, I see.
It'd be nice if I had an automatic switch,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't.
Well,
Yeah, I
mean,
was just wondering about the switching and all this stuff. I was like, what's going on? I
yeah,
wasn't
Jason will do it in the morning when he wakes up.
Yeah,
Yep.
I wasn't sure at first.
Yeah, there's a part of it where the power comes into the transfer station. That's the part that they R&R.
Hmm.
And it's not no little piece either. It's a big piece of equipment.
Oh, one of those things, right?
Yeah, no,
they're-
They brought it in on a truck where they actually had to
crane it
have
in.
the buckets come in, lift up the wires.
Several times, right? Very heavy. Yeah, something. Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, where it was being towed by 2 trucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no, that's the whole ass transfer station.
again, I think that's the last part that they have to do.
So they're switching it out for something a
Newer model.
Yeah,
Oh,
about
that's
40
good. That's good though, right?
about
Right.
a 40-year upgrade. Put it that way.
Oh, that's good, right? It's better that
Yeah.
you know you just have a 5-hour inconvenience versus something
Well,
down the road.
It's
right?
better to get it here now, transfer it out later, instead of having it go bad, and then having
In
to
an
wait a month for it to
emergency,
get
then everyone's out for like days, right? Yeah,
done. Mhm.
5 hours is better than days and days without.
No call, no answer.
Oh, damn it!
I tried Facebook and phone
Oh,
call. Her mailbox is full.
damn it!
That's not good.
No.
Sorry to hear, Colin.
Well, she has
Sorry
a
to hear that.
tendency to go manic
Rogue?
sometimes, so I don't
AWOL?
know if that might be an issue.
Walk
or
about.
not. She does.
Yeah, hopefully it's just that this time.
Yeah, but she usually lets me know she's alive at least.
Well, we'll keep her in our thoughts.
Okay, thank
We
you.
know it's important. We know it's important too.
Okay, she's my daughter. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
But I trust her. But she's
Yeah, I get it. It's because you care, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
right? That's why. It's not because of this or that. It's because you care.
Yep.
Anyways, yes.
Too bad you never got a chance to meet her in person. CR, she's an amazing girl. Ask Jason.
Well, I remember her
Jason and
voice.
Cliff,
I remember
they
her
met
voice.
him.
I remember her voice.
She's been up on the labs a couple times.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have, Bill. I have seen it. Because, again, like I said, I usually do a lot of yard work outside at night sometimes, so I check on plants various, like, here and there. But, yeah, I've definitely seen wood sorrel sleeping. It's similar to, like, a fern plant. 'Cause, like, ferns at night, when they're dormant or, like, sleeping, they kind of, like, curl their leaves. They
Yeah.
look like they're dying, but then the minute it warms up, they just fall open and, like, go flat again.
And if it gets too hot,
Are you talking about the Are you talking about the leaves drooping?
Unlike the wood sorrel, like the
if it
sorrel
gets
plant
too hot, they'll
itself.
fold up too.
Yeah, I've got that stupid ass plant that drops those little brown bean seeds that you can grind up and turn into flour. The mesquite tree or whatever.
Yeah.
That does the same thing.
Yeah, mesquites. Yeah,
Like when they get cold, the leaves curl up, and like when it's like even when they sleep, they kind of slightly curl in.
they fold.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like drooping.
No, not drooping like when they're asleep.
Oh, because I know the sunflower will droop its leaves at night after sunset.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, until the morning sun comes back and perks back up.
They're also supposed to follow the sun, but I don't know if anybody's noticed over the last few years, they stopped doing that.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Pay attention to your sunflowers. Watch where they start in the morning and see where they end up at night. Mine, used to have this big one, little short one, probably only 5 feet tall. Where I had it, it would follow the sun all day long, and it would reset in the morning.
What's that term?
After that, none of my sunflowers have followed the sun, like at all.
Well, I mean, I've had sunflowers on the north-facing side, right? So they don't see afternoon side, all right? So they're almost permanently facing like east-north. But
Yeah, mine. That's what mine are doing.
I mean, usually if I'm planting on the south-facing side, for example, they will generally face south, right? Generally speaking, right? So.
Yeah, I kind of want to say that's due to something in our atmosphere that's causing them to have issues.
The cloud seeding.
Everyone of that cloud seeding horseshit.
Don't get him riled up. Don't get him riled up,
started.
Jason. Don't get him riled up.
The conspiracies in this one.
Yeah.
You do
It's,
realize they've
I'm gonna
actually
drop down.
debunked that. All right, I'll catch you later, Colin.
Okay.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Keep
up
us
and everything
posted,
else.
I'll-
I'm sorry I
I'll-
couldn't contribute more to the conversation.
No, just keep us posted.
I will keep you posted. Talk to you guys
Get
later.
some sleep.
Take care, man.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Go back to sleep.
Bye, Jenny.
Man,
Later,
I can't
Jenny.
hear you, but I got my head.
Oh yeah.
I'll let them know.
Yeah.
I'll let Mac know
Later,
too.
Colin.
Night.
Later.
Right.
Later.
The fuel vapors.
Yeah, well, they technically
The
have
fuel vapors.
actually shown that the military kind of sort of does something like that, but the thing is, the vapor trails from airplanes actually help the
Cool.
atmosphere on a daily basis.
By cooling it.
Yes. And they physically proved this through science and numbers when COVID hit and all ground traffic was pretty much ground to a halt.
No, when 9/11 happened.
That too. When you both times they physically proved that without air traffic, the average temperature was like 15 degrees hotter. Because there was nothing to block solar radiation from baking the hell out of us.
It was reflecting the light.
Oh, I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It
Um,
reflected a lot of like blue spectrum and red spectrum light.
You know, and everybody thinks, oh, they're gassing us and everything else. No, it's the air pressure over the wings with the moisture.
Hmm.
You go lay down. I gotta go start the generator.
Yeah, you got like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Good night, Cecilia. Be well. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by.
Night, CC.
Night.
No, it's Rob. I've noticed this over like the last 3 years, and even major sunflower farmers have noticed the same problem that sunflowers do not follow the sun like they used to.
It might have been bred out of them.
But that doesn't even make any sense because I had varieties that were doing that before.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, all the ones that I'm growing, mind you, a lot of that stuff I started from store-bought seed. But somewhere along the lines, a lot of the original sunflowers that I had growing in the yard before came out of the bird feeder. Like, I kid you not, those were all bird feeder birds, like sunflower seeds from like the bird seed mix. Ooh, nice. That's cool, Bill. You're carrier one, damn it, go away. This guy over here transporting and transmitting. Sucker. Just kidding. Just giving you flack. Hope you got a jacket. Flag
Hey,
jacket.
Cliff. Sorry to interrupt. I gotta go. They're
Yep,
pulling
go take your phone
battery.
call. Do what you gotta do.
No, I'll try to return back in. You're in the side chat or panel. I'll try. No guarantees, but yeah.
Yeah, no
I'll
worries.
catch you guys later.
Well,
All
be safe.
right, later, guys.
Thanks for popping in.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Later. And now we're down to 2. Bill said he would come up if he had a camera, but that's
Yeah, I
assuming
know.
Miss Sharon would actually allow him up here without
I don't
yelling.
know why he just couldn't plug his phone into the computer and use that as a webcam.
I'd actually 100% agree with you on that one. Now the thing is, there was I don't know what I think there was a 7-bean soup or whatever. Like it was not even necessarily 16 bean. It's the one that comes with like the lentils, the beans,
All
came
kinds of
with lima beans or whatnot. It's like the 5 or 7 bean blend. There was a guy that did a video on that one. Now the unfortunate side effect of growing that particular blend of beans is, I believe, the lima beans, he said, have a slightly longer run time to start before they start producing. So you can get a lot of like the smaller beans, they'll start producing within like 45 days or something. I think it was like within like 25 to 35 days. And then it was like the lima beans were like 45 days before they started producing.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I 100% agree. For $2 a bag,
Oh yeah.
you have seed stock. Like you have years worth of seed stock. Because that's 16 different varieties of beans. If you separate them,
Alrighty.
non-compliant facial recognition cam, I don't know. That's a good question, Bill. But yeah, you can buy that multiple bean bag variety of blend or soup blend variety bag of beans and separate them. Grow your own beans. There's that's the one thing that this actually honestly grinds my gears. I kid you not. When it comes to like not necessarily big pharma. Well, I mean, and I'm not talking pharmaceuticals. I'm in like the actual farming community, where you get these bags of food, and they say, "Oh, well, you can't grow this because of certain things," and blah blah blah. That is all 100% bull.
Yeah.
I have grown so many things from store-bought stuff
Oh yeah.
that it's like, oh, they said you can't grow this from like the store-bought. No, the hell you can't. You buy a bag of the roasted peppers at the store, I guarantee you 95% of those damn seeds will germinate because them seeds themselves were not burned. It's the outer shell, and then they dry it. But you still have viable seeds inside those bags.
Oh yeah.
Butter beans! I want to try to grow peanuts. I was going to grow those like 2 years ago because of Silhouette Park Farm. Not Silhouette. Freaking, oh my God. Stephanie and Chris. Hickory Croft. My brain just like almost took off on me. Hickory Croft. They did peanuts one year. Actually got a surprisingly good yield of peanuts. Ooh, let's see if. I think I still have it. That should be the link right there, I believe. I haven't copied or pasted anything else, so that one should work. Well, I don't have rabbits. I'm still planning on getting chickens. Although, from the looks of it, it might be another 2 weeks before I get chickens. I still have a bit of stuff I need to get set up for my chickens. And I kind of thought of a really interesting idea for my chickens. But dead honest, I do not have the spacing. Hey, look who came in.
Who's that?
This guy. He gets 2 of these.
Ah.
Let me stagger them. These nuts. Blake, while you're at it. Blake. I'm going to keep saying it. Blake, pay your ass attention. You, sir, can suck an absolute fatty. Look at this bastard. I got 4 bags of these damn things. I'm going to go next week. I'm going to go buy 2 more if we still have them.
I'm surprised you haven't opened one yet.
Oh, I haven't opened none of these. So 4 bags right there. And because I'm going to do it, I got this one, which, as you can see, I've eaten a few of them, minus
Yeah.
a few empty spots. I think I've eaten like 3 out of that one, yeah. And then I got a brand new one, so all 12 of them are in there. So, yeah, don't be like, because this turtle over here, he was like, November of last year, he was like, oh, I found these already. I'm like, bro, Easter's like freaking 5 months away. And he was already finding the bags of those. I was like, you turd. So now I got 4 bags. I'm going to go get 2 more. That's going to be another $30 worth of chocolate, but I won't have to bother buying those things for like another 2 years.
Yeah, those are probably the ones you got from that were left over that somebody found in a warehouse.
Might as well. No, dude, do you know how long it takes me to eat one bag? It takes me like 2 months to eat one of those bags. So I'll eat like 5, maybe 10 at most if I'm really feeling lucky. So, yeah. No, the worst ones that get me are the freaking robin's eggs in the yellow bags. Oh my god. I'm just waiting for them to go on sale so I can just buy a bunch of them. I finally ran out of robin's eggs.
Really?
Sometime back in freaking January. I almost made it an entire year with robin's eggs. Because I am terrible with. I was buying those things at like 4 bags every week or so. I would buy like 4 bags. No, yeah, no. If you want to talk about diabetes, I swear to God, you get me those freaking Lind candy bars, the ones in the red packaging.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my God! When those things were $1 a piece, I was buying like 10 of them at a time, and I would eat 4 of them in one sitting.
Yeah, no, my daughter picked up several boxes of the Mr. Beast candy bars at Walmart for $1 a piece.
Yeah, I wouldn't support that idiot, to be honest.
Well, no, my daughter likes chocolate.
Well, I like chocolate too, but like the price of chocolate is out of this world right now. Like ridiculously.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Jason, time for you to go outside and change over.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go time to switch over.
Technically you have 15 minutes, but I did say I would give you a 45-minute warning.
But no, they actually have PCs, so they have to shut down. Mine's a laptop. I don't have to. I got battery.
Yeah, but your laptop is fine, but your internet's going to kick out.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have to turn off my computer.
Oh yeah, because even if you're connected to the power grid, it won't matter because if your battery's fully charged, you're not really drawing any power.
Yeah, it's the kids. They're. All right, I will catch you later, Cliff.
Yep.
Later, everybody. Be safe out there, and don't forget to get out there and slap a rat.
Have a good one. Night, Molly. Ooh, and now we're down to me. I didn't think I was going to finish my beverage and probably actually have another one, but I look mad flush. That's what I get from working out in the sun. Simple chocolate? Is that Blake, is that the name of it, or was that just like basic like chocolate? If you got a link for it or a picture, throw that over here for me. Haven't seen Jeff tonight. Also haven't seen Wolfie, but I figure he's working, doing whatever he's got to do. Oh, man. I'm not looking. God, it's 70 degrees. Oh, no, 70 degrees in my greenhouse. I got the door and the vent open. What the hell temp? I wonder what the temp is outside. Because, like, the solid 30 hours of freaking wind that I had just, like, killed everything. Yeah, see, I absolutely hated Windows 10. I'm on a gaming laptop. I wish this thing would have never updated past Windows 8. Okay, so Simple Chocolate. Let's see. Hey, you bastard. I didn't say stupid ass computer. You fucking turd. Oh, okay. So, ooh, Smiths has it at Smiths. Oh, this guy's talking about organic. What the hell? Is that the Simple Truth organic stuff, or is that like the actual, just like the Simple Truth? Oh, that's. Let me see if it's load. Simple dark chocolate. Does it got an H and like a hand holding up an O or something? Like who? Simple dark chocolate. Let me see. Is this the stuff you're talking about, Blake? Is it this shit here? Ah, freaking ribs. Can only show that for a couple of seconds, but yeah, if this is it, you might have to consider trying that. I like dark chocolate. Coconuts don't have what? I didn't know coconuts even carried sugar. I almost clicked off the. Oh, okay. I'll see if they have that in my store next door and see what they want for that. Probably like $4 a bar. All you got to do is hit allow, Bill. ALLOW. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's a damn good chocolate bar, but not for $7. It is a massively thick chocolate bar. I will give you that. I've had the Tony's chocolate bars. You cannot eat half of one of those in one sitting. Oh, that is weird. Oh no! If Tony's did the dark chocolate, oh my god! I think I would have that. Would give me diabetes. I'd probably eat like 4 of them. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. $4.99 on Amazon. And I know exactly what bars you're talking about too. That comes in a red and blue foil or red and blue paper package, and then it's wrapped in foil on the inside. And it just says Tony's. Oh, I gotta go find those then. Oh, I'd love to get a hold of me some dark chocolate. Oh yeah, no, the 70%. I have a 95% over here. I can't even eat it. I ate like 1 square. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, I think once you get to like 60 plus, it starts tasting exactly. Yeah. The only thing I can use that bar for, I have it. I shit you not, just to prove this. I figured, oh, this would be a nice smooth chocolate bar to get. Nope. I have this motherfricker. And this is the dark chocolate bar. This thing is literally like eating freaking cocoa powder. And I'm talking baking cocoa. Like, I can't even eat this. The last time I have like 1 square, maybe a square and a half out of here. And I had 2 squares. I can't do it without like feeling like I am drinking freaking like straight powder. It tastes so bad. Yeah, so if somebody ever needs baking chocolate for the house, I'm just gonna be like, here, use this. This is more than enough, because yeah, it's insane. It says 200 calories. My ass. That's sad when you got 5 grams of fiber in this chocolate bar. Chocolate bar should not have fiber. I'm sorry. Well, a chocolate bar should not carry fiber. Like, I think I need to stop once it gets to like 45 when I can, because that's what they have. They have the 45, they have the 65, you can get a 70 or the 90. But yeah, I think I just gotta stop at like the 45. I think after that, it's just too heavily on the cocoa powder taste. It's almost like taking a spoon of Nesquik and just eating that. Well, I mean, but that's the seed, though. I don't necessarily know if the seed itself would be on that aspect. Yeah, no, I ate solid 1 square, 2 squares. I don't know. I just have this thing, and it's just been sitting over here for like a year. It ain't like I got to worry about it going bad. It's 90% cocoa, so the thing will sit over there for decades before it starts turning white. Yeah, 45 is not bad. That's like if you're doing like the dark chocolate from, we'll say like, I almost want to say Hershey's, but not quite Hershey's. I would say the maybe the Godivas. Like, it'd be on par with like the Godiva chocolate, or similar to like Lind. Oh, you're sending me coffee plant seeds? Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to have to look into how to grow those, because, well, I also have the greenhouse, so if they require a crap ton of heat, then I should have plenty for them. I gotta see. I still have some of the stuff I'm going to send you, Bill. I do want to send you more to make it worth your while. Because I feel like what you're about to send me versus what I was planning on sending you isn't up to snuff. So I'm going to try to find some more stuff to send you. I might send you more varieties of sunflower seeds. Who knows? Because shit, those things are easy to grow. I don't know what varieties you'd prefer, but I do have Freds, which I'm pretty sure 100%. I'm like 90% sure those were the mammoths. But I'll find some other stuff to send you. Here's a question. Do you have cannas, like African canna plants in your location? Because if you don't, I'll send you a bunch of seeds for that too. I do recommend on those particular seeds to score the seed and then try to plant them. I had those growing, I kid you not. This was the only way I got them to germinate, because I've never gotten them the seeds to just germinate in the ground. I had one of these filled about 3/4 of the way with soil, and then I just poked like 3 or 4 holes on the top and basically just left it out in the sun. And it took almost a year to get them to pop up. But once I did, these were also off of seeds that were like 8 years old, so it took them a while. I have slightly fresher seed stock, so they should pop up a lot faster. See, maybe that's why my loofahs didn't come up this year, because I didn't score the seeds, or not score the seeds. There's another technical term for them where you just like you just take like clippers and just nick the edges of them. Is it scoring? I swear there's another technical term for it. And I can't remember it. I know there's another technical term for it. I got to see if I can. Actually, I should still have my loofah seeds down over here. I would like to get some more growing. Because, I mean, I did manage to grow this guy one year. Well, actually, I had about 10 of them. This one actually, surprisingly, still has a few seeds stuck in it. I don't know if you can actually see it, but there's a... Let me see if I can do it this way. No, I don't need it. No, it's not good. It's too bright. I was trying to see the... I still have like 4 or 5 seeds in this one. There's a couple in there that if you can get them out, they would probably grow. Scarring. There you go. That's what... Nicking. That's another word. Nicking or scarring. To get through the outer casing. And you just need a little bit just so the water can get in there. Otherwise, it takes months sometimes for the water to penetrate the seed casing. That's the other one, scarification too. Now, somewhere I have 2 seeds left out of the 5 that Jason gave me back in 2022 or 2023 when we did the Iowa meetup. I planted those ones and they actually came up really well. I don't know about coconuts. I've never tried to grow coconut. I do not live in a tropical location. I do not think they would even grow down here. It's too hot and dry. Loofahs, I'm surprised, did as well as they did. Well, even if a coconut did get wet, it wouldn't matter, for one, because the inside of that's basically like a sealed balloon with water in it. So if you were to take a balloon, for instance, I got one right here just for shits and giggles because I bought a bag of balloons. We'll say an average, that's the core size of the inside of a coconut where the meat is at. Even if you filled that with like half water, that thing's going to float no matter what. Like, even if the husk got wet, that's still going to float. Because it's got all the air in it. And it's basically sealed until you crack that coconut open there. That's basically a vacuum. Or, well, I can't say vacuum, but just like an air tank. So, I mean, I guess the equivalent of like if you took a glass and put tape up, if you tape the top of it and then taped it around and then just threw it out in the water, eventually it's going to land somewhere until either the tape breaks down or the glue gives out. But yeah, that's essentially a coconut is a air bladder. There are still people that debate daily on whether or not a banana is a fruit or a vegetable. Because, I mean, technically it grows on a tree, which would classify it as a fruit. But at the same time, yeah, bananas are weird. Same with strawberries. A strawberry is a fruit, but it's also a vegetable. It's a weird classification on a lot of these things. Just like whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich. Or considered a taco. That's another debate. That's a debate I will not get into because a hot dog is a hot dog, taco is a taco, and a sandwich is a sandwich. There are ways to change the parameters of said items to make it either one or the other, but I'm not going to get into the semantics of that because... Yes, again, it's... And here's the weird part about strawberries. You could throw a whole entire box of strawberries in a compost bin, and like 99% of the time, you will never get a strawberry seed to germinate. You have to do them a really weird, specific way in order to get them to propagate. Yeah, but it's also considered a taco because of the fact that it's in a V-shaped container. Hence the debate on that one. And it is an ongoing debate, and it can get ridiculous. And I think the only two people in here are you, me, and maybe Blake. Or Grace. Did Grace pop in? I don't remember. I think Grace popped in. Grace, are you still in here with us? Listening to me ramble on about some BS? Well, that's it. Ha! There you go. There's Grace. I knew she was in here somewhere. No, but then you have the hard tacos, which is essentially a cone shaped like this, which is essentially what a hot dog can be considered as. Now, if you're talking about street tacos, that's technically folded. But that's also a street taco. But here's the thing. If you cut the hot dog down the middle, so you have 2 half pieces of hot dog, and then you cut the hot dog bun all the way across and like actually take it so it's 2 pieces, that's technically when it becomes a sandwich. But like I said, it's the semantics in how you actually cut your stuff that can make it either a hot dog or a taco. Because if you break a taco shell in half, down the curve of the U at the bottom, put your meat on top, put your meat and whatever on there, and then you put the top back on, that's technically a crunchy sandwich. Because technically a tortilla is considered bread. So, again, it's one of those weird rabbit hole scenarios that it's a matter of doing 1 or 2 things, and then it's just it's a sandwich or something else. The same with a tortilla. You cut a tortilla down the middle, put stuff on it, slap the other half of the tortilla on top of it, it becomes a sandwich. It's no longer a burrito. It's technically not a taco. At that point, it becomes a sandwich. So, weird debates. Yeah, tortilla is a bread. This is a really dense bread. So, things to think about. But again, this is why the debate on whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich or a taco is just, it's astronomical. It can hurt the brain. Even with diagrams and pictures and like tutorials, it still hurts. Exactly, gravy or sauce. Ed, technically gravy is a sauce and sauce is a gravy. There's another one for you. Marinara is just lumpy tomato gravy. Also murdered tomato victims, but I digress. This could be a fun topic for another night, because we can go on like this for, I guarantee, hours. Just if we had more than like 2 people in here debating on this, we could have a fun conversation night. It can be, yes. Gravy is normally thick. And spaghetti sauce, yes, is technically watery or slightly more runny than normal. Until you get it to a consistency where you're trying to either make, say, a sloppy joe's. Sloppy Joe is both runny and thick at the same time. It's a weird one. Ooh, look who came back.
Hey!
Yes, Italians, depending on thick or watery, again, it just depends on how long you cook it and how much of the water you either cook out of it or add back to it. Welcome back, Jason. Everything went smoothly, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I was out there waiting for it to go off, and it was like 4 or 5 minutes after 10. Power went off, and then flipped the switches, and it was back on in about 3 seconds with my
Nice.
generator. So I'm on generator power right now, as you guys can probably hear it.
Actually, no, I can't.
I can.
Chili can be a gravy, but it's also technically sauce.
Chili's a soup.
It can be a soup as well. We got into a weird philosophical debate on whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich or a taco.
Sandwich. A taco is a sandwich. A burrito is a sandwich.
A taco is not a sandwich until you break the shell and then the two pieces are separate.
But what about if it's a soft taco?
Yeah, that's exactly one of the things we were talking about. A soft taco is still technically a taco because it's still one piece. Now, a hot dog becomes a sandwich when you separate the buns and then put it together. That is when it technically becomes a sandwich because it's two pieces of bread now stuck on top of each other.
That sounds like a sausage party.
Yeah, see, there we go. Bill's like, I was like, this is a rabbit hole that we could easily have a fun conversation about for hours.
Well, how about this one, Bill? Ice cream is just a frozen soup.
Technically, bread is beer loaf. If you want to go a weird route, beer is technically liquid bread,
Yeah, it is.
and bread is a beer loaf.
Beer bread. That's one of my favorites.
So yeah, fun contradictions and it's all theoretical properties.
That's funny, Bill. So that went to Sharon. Or did she hear us?
Now, see, that's exactly why it's called an ice cream sandwich and not an ice cream taco. Yeah, and bread is beer loaf. Yeah. Technically, it would be considered a taco.
Yeah.
Because it's one solid piece. Now, if you were to cut it in half and then put the two pieces together, then it qualifies again as a sandwich. So they did define the properties of a sandwich. It has to be two separate pieces of bread placed one on the other. Which is, again, why we were saying earlier, a tortilla technically folded over onto itself is still considered a taco. Yet if you cut the tortilla in half and it's two separate pieces and you put one piece on top of the next, then it technically becomes a sandwich. Yep. Told you. It's technically a taco because it is one piece. So
isn't a quesadilla was it the
it's a flat taco.
no, when you get two pieces together and you put it together, it's a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes, but it has to be two separate tortillas. It can't if it's the same tortilla folded onto itself. For instance, we'll say this is the tortilla. If you do this, it's a flat taco.
It's still a half a sandwich.
It's a flat taco because it's one solid piece.
Well, isn't a calzone a burrito?
The calzone would technically be. Yeah, I suppose you're actually right on that one. A calzone would technically be classified as a burrito.
Because it's sealed.
Yeah, it is. That's an interesting one. I'm going to tell somebody that tomorrow, and they're going to lose their shit. That would be. That's a hard one too on that one, Grace. Technically, it would be considered an open-faced sandwich, but by sandwich classifications, you have to have 2 pieces of bread to make a sandwich. So it would just be open-faced bread. Oh, just don't do it on freaking nope. Don't do it. Don't do that, Will. Trust me, it's not good. I've done that.
No, I think you just had the wrong garlic butter.
Technically, I was using the Domino's garlic butter.
Yes.
But yeah. So again, philosophical debate on sandwich stuff is, I'm telling you, man, it takes one tweak to make something just completely off hinged.
Oh yeah.
Like that would be a fun summer debate, just when all of us are like awake and we have time frames that aren't like coinciding with something else, to have a debate on this one. That would be hilarious. Assuming, well, technically it's also considered a hot dog if the 2 pieces of bread are still together. If they have not been separated, then technically sub would be considered a hot dog.
It's a fluffy taco.
It's a hot dog taco.
A fluffy taco.
Well, I agree with you on that one, Grace. At the same time, because there's SOS, is considered an open-faced sandwich. But if it's only 1 piece of bread with PB and J on it, I don't really think it can qualify as a sandwich, because you have to have the counterpart, which is why SOS always was 2 pieces of bread with meat gravy on top of it.
I just changed it to SOR.
Shit on rice.
Yep.
Took me a second. I was like, I know this one. But yes, technically you can do that on a bowl of rice, which no longer makes it an open-faced sandwich. It is now rice soup. Actually, no. Technically, it would be rice porridge. It's not soup. Soup has to have a slightly more liquidy.
It's gravy.
Construct.
It's a meat gravy.
Yeah, it's gravy, so that would make it a porridge. Because porridge is normally thick and not watery. Webster says open face. That's debatable after all of these years. But see, again, this is what makes life interesting, when you have a general consensus like this, and we're not yelling at each other over this. We're having a very casual, calm conversation about what the hell a sandwich actually is, which is, I find it funny as hell.
Open your mind.
God damn, I didn't think that guy drove down my road slow enough. I'm gonna go out there and throw a brake at him. Get him to go faster. But fun to, yeah. I think we gotta have this conversation another time we do a live when there's more of us in here, because this can be extremely entertaining. Like, extremely entertaining. Again, like I said, it just depends on your outlook, and again, literally one cut can determine what it is. Like I said, right before you came in, I was saying, if you take a taco shell, like the standard taco shell, and if you snap the taco shell in half, so it's 2 pieces, put the stuff on top of it, and then put the other side of the taco shell on it, technically makes it a sandwich. It's no longer a taco. It is now crunchy sandwich.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now at that point, if you break a taco in half, is it now technically considered a potato chip or a tortilla chip? there's another debate for you because it's not cut into the standard triangles. It's a half moon. So, is it considered a potato chip at that point once it breaks? See?
What if you put dip on it?
But then, is it still considered? If you do that, is it still considered? Would it still be considered a tostada?
Yeah. Or if it's a scoop, is it a bowl?
I would say yes on that one.
Yep.
Mainly just for the fact that it's a scoop.
Yes, we're weird. We think too much.
I don't even think it's thinking too much. I think it's just it's a fun topic. It's rather interesting, and there's legal arguments on every possible side. It's not like you're wrong because you're dumb and you don't understand this. Like, again, we're having a civilized conversation about what classifies a sandwich from a taco to a hot dog.
It's all on point of view.
Yes, and that's the thing. You start off, the first couple of bites, it usually stays one piece till you're usually about a third of the way into it, and then it always, I agree, it always splits down the middle, which technically, yes, Grace, it does qualify it as a sandwich. It's just a crunchy sandwich.
Now, if you eat too many tacos, do you get TNS?
Taco night shits.
Taco night syndrome? Or taco neck syndrome, sorry.
Oh, yeah, y'all. That's why you got to change it up every taco.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's pie.
Yep, I'd have to agree with that one. It's a pie. Calzone, we just mentioned that one. We
Burrito.
argued it's considered a burrito. It would be classified as a burrito, which is really strange. Never would have considered that before, but yes, the debate would have to say it is classified as a burrito. Even if you eat half of it, it would still technically be classified as a burrito. Which, again, and I work in a pizza place, which it just messes with me on that one. I'm like, I'm making burritos. I work in a pizza place and I'm making burritos.
You gonna mess with your coworkers tomorrow?
Oh, I'm definitely going to. If I get one, I'm going to be like, hey, you guys are making a burrito, huh? I'm be like, no, I'm making a calzone. I'm like, no, you're making a burrito. Because then you have things like shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
It is both a pie and a really thick soup at the exact same time. And then you have meatloaf. That one you really can't argue as to what it actually is.
It's a meat bread.
Exactly. Meat loaf. The other one we were talking about was like spaghetti sauce versus gravy. They can be either way. Gravy's normally thick. Spaghetti sauce is usually watery, but you can do them the other way around for when you're doing things like SOS or if you want to do like pasta. That's one that can be kind of flip-flopped to either direction.
Yeah.
Because Bill was saying, as an Italian, usually gravy's fairly thick and sauce is kind of watery. I have to tend to agree with him on that one. But again, it also depends on the application for which you are using each of the said items. There's that. Fun topics. We went from gardening to
Off the wall.
random intellectual thought process of food after CR has left, which is always funny. Usually when we talk about food, he pops in right away. apparently today is certainly not the case at the moment. But he did say he had to go take care of himself, so I'm not forcing nobody to do it. But it is always fun to have these random little philosophical thoughts. Yes, I am not arguing that fact, Frank. I will 100% agree with you on that one. Because it works the same way with cats and dogs. When cats tuck their tails, feet, and paws in, and you just see them in that loaf shape, that's a loaf. It's 100% loaf. Contents are not what you would want to consider eating unless you're of the, I would say, eastern. Well, I mean, technically you could go east or west on the aspect of that region. Just depends on what side of the country you're on, which may or may not be closer. But either way, I still feel like if you're on the East Coast, it's still closer to go west direction.
You talking about clam chowder?
I'm talking about eating cats and dogs.
Oh.
That should be all of the information I need to give. But yeah, again, like Grace says, refers to the shape, not the ingredients. So, yup.
So that means I'm a loaf.
If you tuck everything in when you either sit or sleep, then yes, technically you would be considered a loaf.
No, I'm just fat.
Again, it's not the contents. Because you're not square.
I hope not.
Now, if you happen to be, say, like an apple growing on a tree and you got stuck in one of those little molds, then yes, technically you could have been a square.
Square watermelons.
I kind of want to try those. Like, I literally want to try those. And one of the guys I work, building co-workers, gave me some Crimson Sweet watermelons. Been on trying to see if I can't get. I got a ton of watermelon. I got like 3 packs of watermelons and a shit ton of pumpkins, and I don't even have the room to grow any of them because I know what'll happen if I throw pumpkins in this ground. They will grow. Oh, they'll go. They grow in the wintertime. They're a cooler season crop, so that's something you plant in like fall, and then just let it go. Oh, sardines? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I won't do it. Will not do it. Honestly, if you're really going to do a survival food, I hate to say this, radishes are going to be your best bet.
Yeah.
Because they are the only thing that will grow in less than 30 days.
And get more bang for your buck.
Yeah. Now, if you let them grow longer than the 30 days, you'll get a slightly larger one. It may or may not be woody, but that also really, truly depends on soil conditions and how much light they're getting. Or how hot it gets. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you grow daikon radishes, which I think are 35 or 40 days, 35 to 45 days.
Yeah.
But you're also eating something that's like 10 to 20 times the size of a standard radish. Unless you're growing watermelon radish. Let's see, watermelon radish. Let's see. This gives me information. Let's see. I think, yeah, max 45 to 60 days from plant to harvest on watermelon radish. And then you have daikon radish, which again is like freaking 10 times the size of most radishes. Oh, you little shit.
It's spicy. Well, the
It
daikon
can be. They're not really. They're not. I don't think they're any spicier than a standard radish.
They can be more, or they can be less. You just never know.
Holy crap!
What?
Apparently, these things can grow up to 100 pounds in the right condition.
I think it'd
Holy
be
shit.
really woody, though, wouldn't it?
Say what?
It'd be more woody if it was that big, wouldn't it?
Now, turnip-shaped giant white radish, or the Sakurajima radish, is cultivated around Kagoshima in Japan and grows as large as 50 centimeters, 20 inches in diameter, and up to 45 kg, 100 pounds in mass.
That is absolutely huge.
Yeah, that's like a 4-foot, 5-foot radish. And I was trying to see what the germination rate was on these, but it's not giving me the information. It's giving me recipes. I need goddamn basic information. Come on, you turd. Damn, that is funny.
I'm gonna have to watch this later. And apparently, Justin just got a huge beaver.
Sorry. He might want to go see a doctor about that.
No, I meant the furry beaver, the one in the water.
Jason, that doesn't make it any better.
I
You
know.
realize that, right? Tell him he's got
Yes,
a wet furry beaver.
Yeah,
It's not making it any better.
it must be Winona's because it's big and it's brown.
Big brown beaver.
Yeah, Justin is hunting his beaver. He's actually got it in the lodge.
Damn. Let's see. 10 residents, 5 to 7 days.
He's trying to use the 220 to get it.
Oh, here we go. 50 to 60 days for daikon radishes. So, yeah, if you want to supplement, it would be regular radishes, probably watermelon radishes, and then daikons for
Yeah.
a slightly more balanced radish diet.
If it's summertime, they'll just go straight to bolt.
And not if they're in the shade.
Yeah, you gotta keep them on the cooler side.
No, but it says, let's see, Minawasi daikon radishes heirloom is 55 days. So, minimum, the shortest you can get them would be 24 days, and that's like standard radishes, but you're going to be eating a lot of small radishes,
Yeah,
which means you're going to have an astronomical amount of seeds, because you're probably going to get, I would say, maximum 75 to 80% germination rate.
now the seed pods are edible when small and young.
Now, see, in order to continue striving off of those, you have to have at least, I would say, 3 to 4 plants minimum, I would say, per person to go to seed or bolt to produce seed stock for continuous planting.
Yeah, I would just probably take half of the top of the seed pods, leave the other seed pods for regermination.
And because you can eat the seed pods, that's the fun thing.
They're spicy.
Might be parsnip. I believe parsnip is like super spicy.
The sweet one is going to be the beets.
Beets. I grew those on accident one year because I thought they were something different, and I don't remember even planting them. But yeah, I had like 3 or 4 of those pop up, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
They're
The
sweet.
leaves look weird, and I was like, "I don't remember planting this."
Yeah, no, I've had radishes that were pickled. Oh man, those were good.
Honestly, Grace, the easiest way to eat radishes that I know of, the like kind of mellows out the spice, is you slice them and then you soak them in salt water for like a few hours. Like you can do it either on the counter or in the fridge. But make sure that salt water is really mixed so there's nothing on the bottom. And then just soak them in there, like I said, in the fridge for a couple of hours. Usually mellows out the flavor, and they actually taste pretty good.
Yeah, especially if you do the cucumbers with them too.
Yeah, because I mean,
I've had that.
majority of people when they eat radishes, they usually sprinkle salt on them anyway to mellow it out. But yeah, you do that in like a brine, and they're a lot better. According to this, when I was Googling it earlier or looking it up, you can do 10 to 15 minute bake at 425. It kind of sort of mellows out the flavor, kind of makes them a little softer. But, I mean, I suppose it's just relative preference. I got no problems eating radishes. I love grabbing them out of the garden, washing them off, and just munching on them.
Oh yeah. Bite the tail off and eat it.
I've got knives on me, so I'm always cutting them off anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you really get desperate, you can cut the flower, the leaf stem off, and replant that, and I believe it will regrow another radish.
I've never tried that.
I've done it with a few things. I know you can do it with onions just because of the way onions grow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird one. Same with celery.
Yeah, I've done celery. And it should be warm enough now for celery I can do that with.
Yeah, because I think it's anything that has like a connecting stalk near the root base is usually how you can. Because I've done that I did it. I've done it with onions. I know for a fact I can do it. I mean, that's the same way I got the pineapple growing.
Now, Grace, I've had this before where my mom has actually done the radishes, cucumbers, and some green onions. Let them soak in the sodium water, and then drain those, and then add a little bit of sour cream to it.
That'd be interesting.
A little bit of sour cream and a little bit of vinegar. Then a little bit of salt and pepper on top of that. I would eat that all the time as a kid.
Yeah, I bet your pipes were clean. That's a lot of fiber, to be honest. Yes, you can eat the young radish greens, just not the older ones. Once it actually starts to form the actual radish bud itself, they start getting these little pokey hairs on there, and you do not want to eat those.
Yeah.
Just rubbing your hand up against the bottom of one of those leaves is irritating for like 10 minutes.
Spiky.
Yeah, they form these like little tiny spinal hairs. It's just really aggravating. And if you licked it, it'd be like the equivalent of licking fiberglass insulation.
Like a cat tongue.
Yeah, it is not fun.
Yeah, because I know the horseradish, you can eat the leaves and the roots.
Oh, same with like dandelions. You can eat that thing from stem to stern. You can eat the stalks, you can eat the leaves, but for dandelions, it has to be the younger leaves. Once that plant matures and starts producing flower heads, the only thing I believe you can eat at that point is the rootstock. But yeah, I'm super happy this year. I've been trying to collect freaking stupid dandelion seeds for years, and I keep having, there'll be like one or two randomly pop up in my yard, and then when they're about ready to be collected, the wind whips through it and wipes out all my seeds. So right now I got two massive plants growing. I got one that probably got about 30 heads on it, and then another one in another spot. I'm like, yes, finally, I can finally get some dandelion seed stock. Also got to see about getting some marigolds. I don't know where my marigold seed stash went. I had a whole bunch of them things. But I definitely got to get those ones going. Hopefully that'll keep some of the bugs off my... That really throws me off when that StreamYard duck moves.
I ignore it.
I'm trying to, but there's another aspect of me that, like, the minute it sees movement, it's like, what was that? And it tries to focus on the movement for some reason.
Well, I can hump that. No. Your primal instincts.
Squirrel. I do not remember that one at all.
I don't.
Wait, that was that mushroom, wasn't it? That puffball mushroom?
Yeah, it's a mycelium.
Yeah. I think I remember that. Sounds familiar. But I also wouldn't consider eating a puffball mushroom because I know those things are not exactly user friendly.
And where they have to grow, you mean?
Yeah.
I used to find them all the time in the horse manure.
Every once in a while, I see a random puffball mushroom over here in my area, and I'm just like, how's that even growing over here? It's a wrong climate. But again, I'm about to spread more mushroom spores throughout my yard. There's about 2 bags of mushroom compost.
Yeah, like no, for me, we used to have those puffballs growing all the time in the horse manure.
Huh.
I just loved it there.
You sure those were puffballs and not
They were
shrooms?
puffballs, yes.
Air and marshmallow? Well, that's
Yeah,
not-
no, they were pretty solid too. All the way through, nice and firm.
that's
No,
what
all you do
turkey
is just
tail
wash
is.
it off and peel it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would consider mushrooms a good survival food because you have to have the right conditions to get them things to grow to full maturity. And it does not take much to offset the balance of them things actually growing. 10-degree temperature change wiped out the whole colony. Too much moisture wipes out the colony. Too dry wipes out the colony.
The spores will stay there until the conditions are correct.
Yeah, but once they expel too much energy trying to go and propagate, after a while they're just kind of like, well, there's nothing else we can do. That's why I would say, if I had to in an absolute survival situation, beans, radishes, and lettuce.
Lettuce will grow fast.
Yeah. Chanterelles will grow fast too, but again, that's another one. But that's a more common mushroom than a lot of the other ones. Those things just kind of pop up wherever they want to, no matter what.
Now, what's the harvest date for cherry tomatoes?
I believe 65 to 90 days.
I think that's what I happen to have here.
Cherry tomato, let's see. Germination time is 5 to 10 days.
70 days to harvest. If
Uh,
conditions are right, you can probably get it sooner.
this did not give me any. It says time frame. Well, 5 to 10 days is average. Some may take up to 14 days, but it's not showing me any. It's just showing me the germination time, not harvest time. That's weird. Again, it doesn't really tell. It just tells you when the tomato is like a certain color. That's when you pick it.
Yeah, I got some red cherries I gotta grow here. I got to put in here this next couple of days. It should be warm enough.
25 to 35 days, according to this. So, but again, it depends on, I would assume, the variety and or strain of tomato.
Yeah, like I said, I was happy when I saw those tomatoes in those plants.
Yeah, I was actually, well, again, you have it in the greenhouse where it's nice and warm.
Yeah, I mean, I started those in mid-December. I just had some old seed, just threw it in the ground.
At 100 to 130 days, that seems like a long time for a tomato. You should usually have them within I want to say 60 to 90 days you should have tomatoes. That's crazy. That is crazy. Jason, are you off tomorrow by chance?
Nope, I am not. I gotta be at work at 8.
Oh, okay. That's why I was wondering why you were up here still late. I was like, normally where you and me are just talking in the background. So I'm probably going to go another 10 minutes or another 15 minutes. I'm probably going to 3:15. So 8 more minutes, folks. Then we'll wind her down. I still have to unload about 140 pounds worth of shit out of the back of my truck. Oh, weird. Some weird.
I still got 2 bags of sand in my van.
Yeah, you should probably go get those too.
Nope, I'm just leave them in there so I don't have to move them twice.
Why would you have to move them twice?
Once out of the van and once into the cement mixer.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, I got to figure out where to put 5 bags of mulch, 2 bags of compost, and 2 bags of manure. And also a new pot, 2 bags of earthworm castings, and some ironite.
And I love that ironite.
I definitely got to sprinkle a little bit of that on some of my plants. Might actually help them a little.
It took about 2 weeks for it to kick in on my plants.
That's a good thing. I might have to go back and buy another. I think 1 bag will be enough because you don't have to sprinkle a lot on there.
No, yeah, you just doing a pinch.
Do like a tablespoon or something. Manimal manure. Ooh, I don't know that one. I wish I probably need to look into like where or who I could get like manure from or something like that. That'll work a little bit better. But
Yeah, see, the problem is you got to cook it to get rid of the seeds out of it.
yeah, you just cover it with a black tarp. But again, once you get this stuff mixing and actually turned over enough times, it'll start heating itself up.
Not
Problem
because
is you gotta have the room to do it.
yeah, the mother-in-law's gonna get some horse manure from one of our neighbors, and she asked if I wanted it. And I says, "No, there's too many weed seeds in it."
You should be able to. Well, hopefully, once you get some sunflowers growing over there, Bill, it'll help loosen up the soil and actually help take out some of the toxins that may or may not be in the clay.
Yeah, because he's in the area of Tennessee where they had a lot of coal mines too, right?
Don't know about that one. Oh, but yeah, the weird thing before I go off of here, because I don't know, like I said, I did pick up another one of those modular planters, Jason,
Yeah, I heard that before.
because they're still $79, like $84 with tax, which is perfect.
Oh, he says no. Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's not state green. That's state green.
Kentucky. Okay. That's Virginia, Kentucky. Alrighty.
Let's see if this thing will load. Yeah, I don't know if mine are black or if mine are going to be green. The box looks green, but I don't know what the contents are. But here's something weird. So before we finish off, I want to do this weird, slight off tangent here because this might work just because of the way these are designed. Now, I don't know if I can get the reverse curved sections of these, but essentially, since these are 2-part sections on the curves, I'm thinking that with enough planters, you can actually make a semicircle that's roughly the same width as these, which I believe is 24 inches. Something like that. What is the dimensions on this stupid ass thing? There we go. Sorry. Yeah, 24 inches wide. And then make for like the particular chicken coops that me and Bill have. If you just made a framework as wide as these all the way around the chicken coop, except for where the entry door is at, seal it off entirely, and then just kind of like have that around the chicken coop.
Yeah. Don't forget your dog coops. Well, for Bill, anyways. I
Yeah.
don't think you'll have a raccoon problem there.
Oh, I won't. I've seen them here and there, but we usually don't have a base problem with them.
Yeah.
But again,
Well,
I
if
think
I
it would
do-
be kind of an interesting idea if you can get them wide enough to go around the chicken coop. Just as like a 2-foot wide border around the entire thing. It'd be thunder. It is deep enough for carrots. It's 24 inches wide, 17 inches deep, and I think it said 79 inches long.
Well, 17 inches deep. That's plenty enough for carrots.
Oh yeah, not it's plenty enough for normal carrots, not daikons.
Not those radishes. Yeah.
I'm growing daikons in a 1-foot deep container, and they actually push themselves up past the breach or the top of the container.
Yeah.
They are sticking out far as hell. If I could get them in a looser, deeper container, I guarantee I can grow a 2 or 3 foot long radish. Yeah, I saw that part of the video where you opened it up to show them, and then the brown speckled ones jumped out, and you were like, "No, you got to go back in."
No. Hell no.
Yeah, well, no, he's got to keep them in the chicken run because he's working on the process.
Yeah.
Chantenay, Nantes, and Ladyfinger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Nantes will usually grow. You don't need a big container for those. Those things are only like 8 or 10 inches long to begin with. Because those are typically the shorter style of carrots. The Chantenay, I believe, are slightly longer, and the Ladyfingers, they're short, but I believe they're really thin, if I'm not mistaken. That's like, I believe it's a 6 to 8 inch carrot, but they're like real thin. Oh yeah. Okay, now see that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will eat all your seeds or peck out all the greens that
All
pop
the little
up.
seedlings. Yeah.
It's not like Bill's having issues with seedlings right now. That last frost wiped out.
Yeah. I know. I saw that video.
Oh, that made me sad watching you pull out all those fried seeds. I was like, ooh, poor things. Yeah, it happens. Except for the one mystery seed that was protected by the leaves. I hope that one comes back. Oof, that's a lot of carrots.
Guess who's going to be seeing well in the dark?
I throw them in sporadically here and there because I do not want like 400 carrots to pop up all at the exact same time. Oh no, I felt the pain.
Oh
of
yes.
having all of those starts just eat it.
Hey, how are the little mini greenhouses turning out so far? Was that a success, or did Freeze get those too?
On my side or his side?
His side, his little grocery bag greenhouses.
Oh, the ones on the yeah. I don't know because he said he was going to try to open it, and then like I think that was like the end of that video.
Yeah.
Tree seeds should not really be affected by a frost. Oh, he said the mini bags work. Nice.
Awesome. That was a pretty cool experiment.
This is what 1 gallon pots with basically trash bags or Walmart bags on top of them.
Yeah. He had one hand.
Yeah, it's because he was trying to film. He was trying to untie a double knot with one hand. It wasn't working. Yeah, no, that like I said, that made me sad because that was what probably 200 starts that he lost.
I mean, yeah, that was a lot of time too.
Yeah,
That's the sad part. All that time.
yeah, it's all the time. Yeah, that's the one thing that I never look forward to each season is the loss of plant life if one thing does not quite go right. But them's the breaks when it comes to gardening, especially in hotter areas, or even where Bill's at, because I know Bill will get snow, like a lot of it. even though technically we're in the same grow zone across the board, but he gets more snow than I will.
And on that, I'm also really humid too.
Yeah. So you have issues. You got issues. I've got issues. Bill has issues. Which is going to be interesting to see some of the stuff that I've grown over here to see how well it does on his side. When it's most of the stuff that I grow over here is more drought tolerant.
I know.
It's going to be an interesting experiment.
I wish we can get enough money together so we can get Bill a greenhouse.
Shit, if I ever wanted that stupid garden tower one, I'd send that his way. But I believe that's only a 6x6 greenhouse, and it's a 6x6 cedar greenhouse.
Yeah, but it's enough to get seeding started.
Oh, that's more than enough. 'Cause you can do two layers of that.
Yeah, but he needs like, a good size, like a high tunnel, so you can have food year round too.
What is it? Earthworks Garden, whatever the hell that guy's name is.
I know the Arns Family Homestead also has a high tunnel.
No, I know it's the guy you and me have talked about before. He's got that like 50-foot or 100-foot long high tunnel. That Earthworks something. I swear to God, his name is. He's got the fish pond in there. He makes his own like little random bricks. He was the one that was doing the mass decomposition heater.
Yeah. Bill, go to Vivor. That's where I got my 10 by 20 by 7.5.
Oh, he's got a greenhouse under $200. 9 by 7 by 15. That's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
9 feet wide, 7 feet high. I'm assuming 15 feet long.
How much was that one over at Vivor?
Yeah, the one I've got, Bill, is a 8 by 12 by 7. And so far, that thing has kept everything alive in the greenhouse, but I also had a heater in there. So my greenhouse pretty much stayed like above 70 my entire winter season. God damn it, I thought it was going to piss me off. I can't remember that guy's channel name. I was like really going to drive me insane until I...
Yeah, that same greenhouse that I have right now is $146.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's 200 square feet. And they actually have a bigger one now. Yeah, Vivor has the walk-in tunnel greenhouse, which is the 29.5 feet by 9.8 feet by 6.6 feet tall hoop house for $193, and they're out of stock.
Oh, shit.
They have that. Where's that one? Yeah, the one I got is for one. There's another one here for $186. That's going to be a hoop house. You actually need a greenhouse, not a hoop house.
Well, the problem with his land is it's on a slope. The whole property's on a slope.
Yeah, he's going to have to level that out.
He's going to end up having to he's going to have to notch out a section of land to stick that greenhouse. Where is this guy? Dude, I'm like struggling to find this guy. I am actually struggling to find this dude. Fun. I'll randomly come across him and I'll be like, watch, and then I'm like, oh, where does this guy go? You can do zipper doors, but I don't recommend it. Jason's kind of gave out on him.
Yeah, this one here actually has an actual door on it. Actually,
Yeah, I like mine. Mine's a solid, actually a solid door. Damn, it's like want to say like Earthworks Garden or some shit like that. You know who I'm talking about, though, right, Jason?
Yeah, there we go. There's that greenhouse.
No, I don't do monocropping. Where is this guy at? I've watched far too many damn random things on YouTube. My search parameters are all screwed up. I'll find this guy eventually.
Yeah, this one here, like I said, the one I got is a great starter greenhouse to see if I would like to have a greenhouse. And yeah, as long as you put the cover away in the summertime, you can get several years out of it. Yeah, well, like I said, for you, it's going to be heating it in the wintertime.
Yeah, that's a small heater. Well, the problem is he's off grid,
I
so
know.
running a small heater would completely drain his solar system.
Yes, it would. I mean, you
Like,
probably
it would
hot
would definitely deplete. It's driving me nuts. I cannot find this guy. And the sad part is I think it's Earthworks Homestead, ain't it? I can't freaking spell. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts until I find him. Yeah, I'll find him later, and then I'll post it on the thingy afterwards. Can't find this dude. I don't know why it's taking me this long to. Usually don't struggle this bad. Nope, sorry about that. That's what he's talking about there, Bill. My bad.
Yeah.
You should have told me he had something down there.
Yeah, so that one right there.
It's got more of a framed door, but I would be very careful with that one.
Yeah. And again, it's 1 inch diameter tubing.
I think he wants something more like a polytunnel. I mean, not a polytunnel, but like the hard-sided ones.
I mean, you can actually build a rat wall on this one here and get it higher up off the ground.
Oh, he's going in ground. He said he's going to dig down about 6 feet.
Oh yeah, you can do that way too.
So he probably wants to go with like a hard polycarbonate style side tunnel or whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that would be
I
better.
mean, they have those too.
Yeah.
I know they've had them. I don't think they see them anymore.
I usually just go on like Amazon and just find out, see what they got for greenhouses
Yeah.
on there.
Because remember in the past we were looking and they actually had the polycarbonate greenhouses.
No, they still do. Well, the problem is a lot of this stuff is getting harder to find because of shipping and all of
That's
this
why it's
stupid,
portable
horrible
greenhouse.
bullshit.
Because that says portable greenhouse.
Well, yeah, that's because technically that one is portable. You can just pick it up and move it.
Yeah.
But if you type in polycarbonate greenhouse, you're going to get a whole different classification of listings. Jesus Christ! I just remembered this damn channel name. It's Earth Dwellers Homestead.
Oh yes.
Bill, do you have Earth Dwellers?
Yeah, these ones are a bit more pricey for the polycarbonate.
I think it's Earth Dwellers.
Yeah, the Earth Dwellers.
Yep, that's him. That's his. Yeah. So
Yeah, 10 by 8, 10 by 8, 8 by 12, 8 by 12. 8
There
by
you go.
14.
I'll help you out there, Bill. I'll throw the link in for his YouTube channel. So check this guy out. He does a lot of stuff for greenhouse heating, but he's also got, like I said, he's got like an 18 or it's like a 20 by 100 foot or 20 by 50 foot high tunnel.
Yeah. That he
And-
strapped together.
Yeah, he built a lot of the stuff in there. I think he bought the high tunnel, but he's like jerry rigged everything in the high tunnel.
Yeah, it's he's got 2 sheets of plastic on it as well, so it creates like an air gap. And he also has a wood burning stove in there.
On one end, yeah. He's also got solar in that one.
And he also
And he
has a
runs-
compost heater.
Yeah, that's the one, the compost heater.
Yeah. And it works.
He's doing yeah, he's got a couple of them. Yeah, I would check him out, see what you think about that one.
Yeah, and he's up in zone 1A.
Something like that. Yeah, I think he's up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I believe he's in Minnesota.
Yeah, he's up there high in the latitude. But so if I did something like that here,
He's in zone 4B to 5A.
that's it.
So yeah, he's up there in, I believe it is Minnesota. It's either Minnesota or Carolina, one of the two.
No, how he does the compost heater is he'll have the like 9 tons of compost on the outside, and he'll vent. He'll put plumbing in, so it wraps around something, so it transfers heat that way.
Yep.
He doesn't put the compost in the greenhouse.
Yeah, he did. He basically, I think he used a 55-gallon drum with a with some tubing around it, and then he just has a vent that's powered on one side and it sucks air through or blows air through it. And
Yeah,
then back in.
he's trying to do this like as cheap as possible, putting stuff together to see if it works. And he does have a wood burning stove in there.
It's not a very big one. It's a small wood burning stove.
Yeah, and he's got it bricked in too, so the brick will absorb the heat and slowly let it off.
It's hard to explode it when it's buried under 3 feet of snow.
Yeah, he keeps it covered. He has to periodically water it, check it.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out his channel.
Yeah, he's got some interesting he's on the lines of like how you run your property with a lot of DIY stuff and jerry rigging things to keep life going. But yeah,
He's trying to run it all on solar.
so again, along the same lines you are there, Bill. But all right, gentlemen, I believe we've gone long enough. If we would like to, we can continue this conversation next week.
Yeah.
Bill, you know where I'm at. You know where I'll be every weekend. So I'm always on here. If you don't see me here, I'm usually either on Shawnee's channel or one of the other gardening channels. But, gentlemen, thank you for showing up. Grace, if you're still here, appreciate you staying this long. Jason, as always, pleasure having you up here.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are going to get power back soon. But if not, well, it'll be what it is.
It's supposed to be like 2 a.m., but
Nah, screw that. That's too late. But
yeah.
all right, be well, be safe, gentlemen. Everyone else, thanks for showing up tonight. I appreciate it. Don't do anything I would do. Don't forget to go out there and try to plant something randomly new for this season. And on that note, Jason.
Get out there and slap a rat. Too late. I already had kids.
Right. Take care, be well, gentlemen. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.